Welcome back to another episode of an episode.
This nigga. Welcome back to another episode. Of, ain't none of this shit gonna end well. Welcome back to another episode of the Ratchet Ramblings podcast presented by the CSPN with a gang of motherfuckers on this shit. So
gang.
we can't church announcements real quick. You can find us on CSPN.us. Go to that podcast tab and click Ratchet Ramblings and listen to all of our episodes thus far. And if you enjoy us and our show and all of our content on the CSPN, you can go to that Keep Our Podcast Free tab and shop with our sponsors. And keep everything free so you won't have to pay to listen to me, your host, Jeremy, aka Black Dante, aka Durag Jesus, aka Junebug of CSPN. You won't have to pay to listen to me sound like some chicken gizzards and dirty rice.
AKA Big Knees.
You know the fuck. Why am I friends with y'all?
I mean, we're not that bad of people.
We're not nearly as terrible as you, but while we're here,
whoa! So we lying tonight? That's what we doing?
We dishing dirt.
I personally did not hear any lies.
Everybody who heard a lie, raise your hand. Oh, you outnumbered, Big Knees. Anyways, I'm the other half of the Ratchet Ramblings podcast. This is your girl and she's desired, aka Candace, aka London's mom. Jeremy has all the AKAs, and I haven't taken time to sit down and figure out any more. But AKA, we live.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
That was a terrible New Orleans impersonation. God damn.
Well, hey. Okay. With us, okay.
Yep. Well,
to be fair, Jeremy has, his accent is like power steering fluid, so it would be very difficult for him to do a proper New Orleans accent.
You know what?
You're right.
You know what, Curtis? You know what though? Nobody can top a horrible New Orleans accent than Gordon Baker Bone, because that shit is
no. The Popeyes lady on those commercials.
She trying to do a New Orleans accent?
She from New Orleans?
Chicken Queen Annie?
Chicken Annie?
Chicken Queen Annie is not from New Orleans. First off, let me make that perfect clear. She's a hired actress.
I'm saying, is she trying to do a New Orleans accent in those commercials?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought the bitch was from Connecticut.
Really? Yeah, I'm honestly like when I first saw the commercial, I was like, what part of New York she from?
Right.
That bitch is from Bed-Stuy. That's enough.
So
while we're here, we have guests. We have introduce yourselves. We have 3 people with us. One is a regular. You know him. He's gonna be making a monthly appearance on the show.
I'm here, still here. Yeah. So
ain't none of this gonna end well.
Yeah. It's starting off great. Why are you always talking negative, Jeremy? Golly.
Good grief.
Good vibes.
Good grief, Charlie Brown. Well, I'm here. It's my monthly shift. It's Curtis, aka Mr. Don't speak to me or be alive near me at work. Y'all know who I am.
Yeah. Hashtag shout out to JMXD. Hashtag say no to cold.
Yes.
No. Mine is hashtag don't do your best not to be alive around me. Do whatever it takes.
All right, that's enough.
No. You know what I deal with, all right? You know what I deal with.
Yes. This is the start of Curtis' monthly shift. As he said, he will be here once a month, whenever. And
I have a lot of shit to talk. That's
Yes.
where you'll find me. Well, here,
Yes.
obviously.
Yes. And we are also joined by our good friend, someone who is a horrible, wonderful human being.
Wow. Wow.
Where's the lie? Where is the
Wow.
lie, Negro?
Wow. That whole statement. I am a saint.
Okay. All right. Okay.
St. West? Because certainly not the other kind of saint.
Okay. I am Taylor, aka K Nick, aka Naomi's mom, aka a saint. What Jeremy talking about? I'm no
Interesting.
on podcast. Actually.
Interesting.
Also a ghetto nigga on your damn screen.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yes. Know me.
And we are also joined by some nigga named Dan.
Hey y'all, this is Desmond. Don't pay attention to me.
You will not introduce the Almighty, our spiritual advisor in the body,
spiritual advisor,
Dan, like this. You will lift
Are
his
you-
name up on high.
Are you okay? Dude, what? Are you what?
You heard the woman.
What?
Did I stutter? I'm about to
You-
start acting like that woman who said Hazel E. Wig was getting snatched off. Did I stutter?
A wig.
Did I
Her wig is
stutter?
coming off.
Her wig is coming off.
Her wig is
Her
coming
wig,
off.
her wig is coming off.
Come here, young man. Young man.
Oh Lord. So we got a bunch of people on this podcast that ain't worth a damn. So this is going to be
excuse you.
Negro, nigga
Motherfucker.
Nigger.
slash. Hey,
Ooh, Candace with the plantation accent.
I don't think we're gonna talk about anything today, y'all. This is an episode all about introductions.
all right.
Hi.
So
My name is Desmond.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. This is Dorian.
All right. That's enough.
You going down the ain't shit nigga list of things.
Right.
Hello, everybody. This is Dante.
Hello, everyone. This is Dre.
Hi, y'all. My name's Rashad.
I'm about to shoot myself in the foot. Hello, everybody. This is Mike.
Wowzer.
Listen,
Well, I mean, in fairness,
Hey, y'all. Everybody just calls me Reem. How y'all doing today?
in fairness, Mike did say that Booby is a house cat. In fairness,
yeah, he did call Booby a house cat.
he did. I mean, he did lie, but he did. He did say that.
Fair enough.
Fair. So this episode, we gonna have fun. We got a lot of shit to talk about, and we are gonna give y'all theater. So we got what? We got Black in Chicago. We got Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood the Reunion Part 1 and 2. And thank you for London. Yes, thank you.
I know London got to make her weekly appearance as well.
Yes. And thank you for everybody that participated in our Love and Hip Hop season in them polls. We got a lot. We got some great fan participation, and we're gonna talk about y'all answers, and we're gonna have fun. So, do y'all want to start with the reunion, or get Black Ink Crew out the way, or get to the point? Which I want to do.
Let's jump into the reunion. Let's jump into all things Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, because
a lot happened.
I've never seen such mediocrity wrapped up on a television in a very good while. And I mean, they are making mediocre music. They have mediocre sperm counts, mediocre wigs. It's just
mediocre hairlines.
You know what?
Eyebrow.
You know what Love and Hip Hop Hollywood reminds me of? Remember those Lord Expectation skits from Mad TV?
Oh, yes. Those were my shit.
Lord Expectation.
Expectations.
Correct.
That might be the show title.
That is my feeling on Hollywood. Yes, Lord Expectations would be correct. But so let's talk about the elephant in the room. Zell sucker punched Mr. Ray.
You mean the zebra in the room?
Yeah. Tasmanian devil in the room. Y'all know that I cannot stand Mr. Ray. But one thing I cannot stand more than that is somebody being a coward when it comes to trying to fight somebody. He used a moment of proposed peace and two-piece Mr. Ray in his face. And Mr. Ray didn't feel it. His neck fat. You know he ain't feel that.
Okay.
Insulation.
I mean, in fairness, she didn't lie, y'all. I mean,
Listen.
You gotta mute their mics. No. I cannot do this.
I'm not gonna start because y'all know I be going in. I'm not gonna.
yeah,
I'm not gonna start on
I was
Mr.
going
Ray.
to say, once we bring up Mr. Ray, Kurt is usually going on a tangent and we can't stop him.
It's not about Mr. Ray though. I mean, granted, something about that neck and head situation. Like he looks like a whole hog sitting on a platter, but you know that's his journey. And who am I to judge? Who are me to judge? But
Who
yeah,
are
Zell.
To judge.
I mean, he do look like a Furby though. Like, so.
All right.
Too far? Okay, cool. All right.
I mean,
But-
accurate though.
Yeah, I mean, pay me to lie, but I agree. He didn't deserve that.
Mr. Ray's next situation reminds me of Benzino.
All right.
Like
Okay.
he cannot shrug his shoulders, and we all know it.
Just like if you mushed a hot water bottle.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty accurate.
much. Yeah, so Zell like waited until he pretended that he wanted to be cordial and call it truth. Mr. Ray walked up on him and swung on him and hit him twice, and then was kicked off the reunion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Everybody turned on that nigga, and deservedly so.
Yeah, deservedly so, because that was some hoe ass shit.
It was.
Especially when we all know you could whoop Mr. Ray's ass if it was a regular fight. So why even go to those lengths?
Right. Like, at no point during this season, at no point at all, has anybody ever seen any interaction with Ray and Zell and have gone, you know what? I think Ray would take him. Nobody.
Listen, Ray don't even look like he's genetically programmed to swing.
He probably can't even ball his hands in a fist.
Tay.
That shit gets stuck.
Huh? Huh?
Mr. Ray built like he got hypertension that hasn't been treated properly.
Mr. Ray. Mr. Ray built like all them balloons that that old man used to fly his house in that movie Up.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Now you imagine that house floating in the sky in that movie and tell me that those are not similar shapes.
How did you even? I mean, you didn't lie, but how did you even think of that?
Don't ask me these things.
Is that the edible? Well, I can't even say that's the edible because you say shit like this on a regular basis. So,
I mean, I still didn't hear no lies being pointed out, so I don't know why you're doing all this extra jaw jacking.
that is not the point. That is not the point. But
listen, where are we starting with this? I mean, we got Mr. Ray and Zell out the way. Zell deserve to get kicked off the show.
they brought on Cisco back looking like a bean bag burrito. Listen, I really cannot fucking stand Cisco. Like
Cisco look like mucus.
Candace.
What he do? Like after you, like when you get into the end of a cold and you coughing up all the phlegm, y'all have met Cisco many times in your lifetime.
I was thinking about them Mucinex commercials, to be honest.
Yeah, he does look like he's part of that family. I see it. Yeah.
He look and he built like a bag of wet socks.
And he act like a bag of goddamn wet socks.
Listen, you being generous, and I don't understand why you doing that.
Right, that's kind of insulting to the bag of wet.
He's kind of an idiot.
No, ain't no kinda about it.
Like he said, well, it wasn't cheating because when she walked out the studio, that was the end for me. Like he is the epitome of a trash ass nigga because that stuff trash niggas do. Like not officially break up with somebody and then be like, oh well, I mean we got into an argument. We wasn't together. Like what?
Are you okay? No, the fuck you not okay.
Everything all right at home?
Right. Like, I still maintain that Tierra should stab him.
So the thing, and what really upsets me is that he called Moniece out, and I could not disagree. That's what was really wild to me. Like he called Moniece out on her BS, and I was like, yeah, that's true too. Like Moniece knows she trash.
Oh yeah.
And Tierra peeped it and then like she tried to throw Nia under the bus.
Well, Nia wasn't even there.
ABC, like what?
Nia wasn't even there.
You supposed to be Tierra Ace. How Nia convincing you to get in Tierra business? Girl,
here's the whole thing with the extension.
Here's the thing.
Oh my god.
Here's the thing with that. I agree that Cisco had a point, and we may just agree to disagree here, but it's like it's like Trump. It's for me, Cisco calling Moniece trash and calling her shit is like Trump calling David Duke a white supremacist. Like it's like nah, that's a point Tierra can make, and she would be absolutely right and justified, but not you, Cisco. Nah, not you.
Nah, the truth don't care who tell it, honestly.
Yeah.
The truth is the truth.
I mean, up to a point. There's an element of you can't be the one to say that. President.
Yeah, it's levels to this shit. Like I said, that's like Trump calling fucking what's that nigga name? Jeff Sessions a white supremacist. Like, nah, bro, nah.
You don't get to say this.
Right, you don't get to say that. We do, but not you.
No, I'm not being funny, but Cisco is trash. Let's not forget that. But we can't put him on we can't even discuss him the way we discuss the disgusting Cheeto. The fact of the matter is, like, Moniece was moving trash, and somebody had to call it out. And when she got called on it, she threw Nia under the bus. And even Tierra was like, how you have an intervention but don't have none of my family there? You got people here I don't mess with. Like, Moniece knew what she was doing. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I said on the last episode, Moniece wanted to look like a hero at somebody else's expense. Like, she really wanted to be like, oh, I saved Tierra. I got her in the rehab. I saved her intervention. Like, nah, Moniece trash. She's super trash. And while we always talk about how trash Cisco is, we're not going to forget just how trash Moniece is. Because Moniece has done and said some really foul things down talking about people's kids and calling them special needs when they're not special needs and all that kind of stuff. So Moniece is definitely in the same trash bin with Cisco, if we were to be completely honest about it.
It's the like, Spider-Man meme pouring that Spider meme. And even then, like,
right?
Like, even then, like, okay, granted, you are completely right, Candace. She threw Nia under the bus too. But then in the same breath, the nigga that was calling her out for being trash and throwing somebody on the bus threw Nikki under the bus and did some whole ass nigga shit. So it's like, again, the Spider-Man meme pouring that the Spider-Man meme.
Nikki trash too. Let's not forget about Nikki. Nikki has taken plenty digs at
She
had the bad ponytail wig.
I thought you said digs.
No. What's it? Mystica? Yeah, she's taking digs.
With the bad ponytail.
She's taking
ponytail lace front.
That was a wig, but it was a wig and a ponytail. It's really confusing.
A pony wig. That's what we're gonna call it. A pony wig.
Like, why not just get a drawstring ponytail and call it a day? Like, how low do you have to go to get a wig and turn it into a ponytail?
Well, I mean, this is Masika, and I mean, let us not forget those heels. So,
Ooh, those wigs.
What the heel is going on? Yeah.
Okay.
Those wigs were offensive. They were diabolical.
Hey, why I'm thinking of how we could make that into like the heel remix of that scene from Contagion.
Nope.
Look, y'all not gonna tell me that wouldn't be fucking hilarious if me and Candy could sit down and come up with that shit. Y'all not gonna tell me that shit wouldn't be funny.
Y'all on that. So.
Okay, all right, cool. I'll get us canceled. It's fine. All right.
Yep.
I feel like, while we discussing it, everybody trash. Now I think about it, everybody on that show has been extremely problematic, except for Keisha Cole.
Yeah,
that's Bay.
Or didn't need to be on the show.
I mean, never mind the fact that Keisha showed up to the reunion looking like Elvira.
I said she looked like the Bride of Frankenstein.
Hey, look. She came up dressed like Zell styled her.
Hey, yeah.
Because, I mean, let's not forget, we talked about this. Zell.
Had her and all that black and white with his zebra ass.
Zell, what you call them, Curtis? We've been calling that ever since. Zebra.
Yep, that's it.
Zebra. Yeah, but everybody in that situation trash. I also didn't like how everybody, while Nina was trying to keep it on Tierra and how the help that she got and stuff and how she's doing better, everybody basically made it about them and throwing each other under the bus and turning it into a sling fest when the original where Nina was trying to keep it focused on Tierra. And Tierra was just looking there like, oh, y'all bitches is trifling.
Well,
I mean, but she said it. She was like, was this all for TV? I mean, she already said what it was.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Rod said the same thing last week when we had him on. He said the same thing.
It was a publicity stunt, so that's why they wasn't trying to focus on Tierra in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Even in the reunion.
Because the only thing about that, even that intervention that felt authentic, was the producer coming from behind the screen and hollering at Tierra like, "We want you to win, bitch!"
Hey, I felt that she meant that. Listen,
she went full Florida Evans on that ass. She summoned the strength of every black TV mom and delivered them lines.
Hey, that felt that like you said. Hey, Tierra did too. Like when she started yelling, Tierra was like, "Oh."
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Excuse." Ooh.
But yeah, all parties involved trash.
Yeah.
Speaking of trash,
Curtis, your notes.
So, I just have a couple of things I want to get off my chest before we get into it.
It's fine. Go ahead, bro.
So, Alexis Sky with that
eyebrow,
fire orange wig. Why did that bitch look like that Gossamer monster from Looney Tunes? That big red monster? Tell me she didn't look like that with that wig on. That Welcome to Wendy's ass wig.
All she did was some fake chucks.
Do you want spicy nuggets or nah, wig?
All right.
Wait. Hold on.
99-cent frosty
because they got rid of the spicy nuggets, and I'm still sad about.
Oh, you show the fuck right.
Wait, what? Excuse me?
Wendy's got rid of the spicy nuggets.
Who authorized this?
Masika. Not Masika. Alexis Scott.
We need to have a discussion on that because
we're gonna have to bring Dave Thomas back.
Right? It be your own niggas.
Spicy nuggets gone. My nigga dead. Like, hey, yeah. Like, that shit broke my heart, man.
Can I tell you what annoyed me? And this is why Masika is really super trash to me. Did y'all catch when Tierra was like, the cast has been spreading rumors about me falling off the wagon and back drinking? And Masika was like, I was mad at you, so I said that you was back drinking. Bitch,
Wow.
what?
Yep. I peeped it. I was watching it. Yep. I peeped it, Candace.
Phaedra.
And then Tierra was like, oh, because Tierra looked at her like, oh, really, bitch? Speaking of
Masika cry all day whenever you say anything about that goddamn baby that may or may not be February, but you would go so far as to spread rumors about somebody's sobriety because you mad at them?
I was that too, Candace. I would also like to add, on top of that, now you can say it's because of their beef or whatever, but I caught this, and I did not like the fact that when her and Alexis were getting into war of words on the part one of the reunion, she pejoratively called Alexis Sky's coming child that the child was gonna be an orphan. I caught that. I caught
Didn't
that shit.
Did she make a statement too, like I beat the baby out you or some shit?
Yep. Yep. I caught that too, because I was like, oh, so you big and bad and ready to fight when somebody bring your child up, but you got no business talking about Alexis Scott unborn child. Interesting.
It's just interesting to be that tough, and you ran from this girl all season.
All season.
Only had hands for people that you knew you could whoop. I.e.
Right. And know that y'all peeped how when Alexis was saying that was about to go into like the shit that Masika do on social media about like how she talk shit all day long and got all the mouth on social media. Like she wouldn't let Alexis get a word in edgewise and was talking over Alexis and Nina Parker.
Yeah.
Oh, she good for talking over people.
But don't talk over no hands.
And don't talk to the person installing that wig. Golly, if you're gonna talk to any fucking body. Shit. Why you thumb thugging out here with your goddamn wig looking like Hushai John?
Yeah, but
that wig looked like it was being held on with super glued.
You know how the Lego people look? How the ponytails on Lego women look? Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Did somebody do a side by side of that with her? Or am I tripping?
If not, so. Soon come.
No, but
yeah, somebody listen. If you are listening to this episode, do a side by side of a Lego ponytail and Masika's ponytail from Love and Hip Hop Hollywood reunion, and add us at Ratchet Rambling.
Shit, I might do that tonight,
girl.
Yeah, please do. Please do. So
did y'all already talk about the Moniece Tiffany AD situation?
Cause that we didn't get to that because we just reviewed talking about on both part 1 and 2. So it's yeah. Because we could get into it. Because listen to me, you cannot if it wasn't clear already that Tiffany wanted AD to, what did you say the last time, Curtis? Show what that tongue do or that fingers do? Whatever you said. If it wasn't clear before,
that strap do.
Yes. If it wasn't, I mean, he didn't lie. If it wasn't clear before, it should be crystal damn clear that Tiffany is batshit crazy and want AD. Because how the fuck you and AD best friends? Y'all grew up together. You know, A1 since day one. AD tell you, look, I love you, but you got to stop being so invested in my relationship. And Tiffany say, well, bitch, meet me outside then. What?
How about that?
What?
Like she went full cash me outside. I was like, bitch, what? This is not a logical jump. But, you know, how do you know that Tiffany is head over heels for AD? Because she has known AD all this time. Grown up with AD, looking like Pinky and the Brain at the same time.
And the moment that AD The moment AD get with somebody that she feels, because I feel like she's threatened by Moniece. That's the only thing that makes sense. She in love with AD and she threatened by Moniece, and AD tell you, look, chill, and she go full, bitch. If I can't have you, nobody have you, bitch. What? Are you what? What?
They better be careful before they come home one day. It's a pot on the stove with some boiling wigs.
So I'm gonna take it one step further. I believe Tiffany and AD have had sex before.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And
AD has definitely feasted on that clit.
And she is furious because she was not picked. So, yeah.
Now, I got a question. Candace, do you think, because I think me, you, and Curtis came to this conclusion on one of the episodes that even that the comment, because because Moniece and Tiffany both were getting pillow talking, we're using it against each other, but was confused. Like all of us came to the conclusion that AD is the shitty denominator. Do you think that at any point during the season or AD and Moniece's relationship, that AD and Tiffany did something while she was with Moniece?
AD was eating that booty up.
Yes.
What you talking about?
I agree.
AD was smashing them baby cakes. Fingers, tongue, plastic, whatever it took.
I agree.
I mean, she wasn't.
Yeah, she absolutely
that
was.
down.
The only reason Tiffany won't say anything is because she know that would ruin her chances of ever getting AD to herself.
And will probably get her put in a grave because Moniece crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you can talk bad all you want to while the cameras and the security guards are here, but we all know Moniece crazy. So,
because I mean, look how easily AD pushed up on Alexis Sky. You think she wouldn't do the same thing to somebody she won't say nothing?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Good ass point. Because
AD has definitely been giving Tiffany that gym teacher sex.
Sure. All right.
Curtis.
All right.
Okay, fine, whatever. What we gonna say, Jeremy? Y'all tripping.
Y'all know AD be using the pearl line strap on. I know it's iridescent.
Candace.
What?
I feel like AD is start off awkward though. AD seemed like the type that be trying to play like hip hop and shit. She be turning on Future and shit when you be like,
yeah. AD is like the type to try to keep her New Balances on.
Right.
Like, what are you doing, bitch? Take them to come the fuck off right now.
Like I can definitely see her trying to slow stroke somebody to some Eminem. Like she just weird.
Yep.
To stand.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
She looked like the type that wear like tube socks and she don't take them off for shit.
She was either strapping Tiffany down to stand or till I collapse. One of the two.
My tears gone cold. I'm wondering why
I almost said something really offensive. Hallelujah, I ain't that high.
Somebody in the wind, Tony?
Who outside?
I heard a bunch of static. Maybe it was me. Maybe somebody shifted their earphones or something, but it's fine. Speaking of Moniece, so I guess we can. No. Before we get to, as Masika eloquently put it on the season finale, before we get to Nostradamus, because shit. Before we get to that, so Brooke Valentine,
Bird Valentine.
Broke Valentine.
Hilarious. First of all, I would say
shoulders Valentine.
Listen, she had them medieval shoulders, like she was fucking. I
know
she definitely had them be off the shoulders.
I know she could put some Beyonce choreography up, boy.
Listen, I'm telling you, I bet good. I know she know all the choreography to single ladies. Ooh, shit.
I don't know. I just imagine her like.
Listen, them broad
shoulders disc trying to do that. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not. Can Brooke dance? I didn't think she was billed as a dancer.
I don't know. Them shoulders, dog. I don't know.
Let's be honest. She's barely billed as a singer. So
I mean, that's the real tea.
I mean, that goes without saying. And you know what? No, because Brooke, you broke my heart.
She really did.
Love for you. I was like, this is my sister in Houston.
Get it out, Curtis. Go ahead. This is
and
a safe.
You take your ass to Hollywood and you look the fuck stupid for 14 whole ass episodes.
Over an ugly married nigga.
Over an ugly ass Poindexter looking ass Ninja Turtle ass on the crack side. Like
with an overbite.
Brooke. With an overbite and a victim complex.
Listen.
Actually, you know what? I'll take that back. I'm gonna exchange victim complex for a fuckboy.
Mastermind.
That was manipulation.
As fuck. How you let a married nigga make you feel bad about it?
And what got me is when that whole thing rolled back and everybody's face, when they realized how dumb Brooke looked, and I'm like, girl, you in here with this fuchsia.
She was up there looking like a Pokemon gym leader.
She was up there looking like a goddamn annihilator and shit.
With broad shoulders. I'm telling you, them damn medieval court shoulders, I'm telling you. But first of all, I love, you can say what people can say what they want about Keisha Cole. I love how hilarious she was in part 1 and 2 of the reunion.
Oh, Keisha Cole definitely brought the comedic relief.
She made it was. I mean, if we're being honest, it was pretty dry to be quite honest. But Keisha, in my opinion, Keisha saved it because she was hilarious.
She was. Now that performance.
Nope. No, that.
Ooh, baby, where you going?
But she looked great, and she was definitely funny, definitely appreciated.
Listen, somebody got to make a gif of when Boo Boo was talking and she was like, yeah. Somebody make a gif. Somebody make a gif.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask y'all though. So, what did y'all think about Brooke's declaration that her and Marcus have not been having sex their whole relationship?
A lie.
No, I believe it. That's why he was scoring everybody under the sun.
Exactly. I was about to say, I believe it.
Wasn't getting no dick.
Tay, she was up here pressed for a married nigga that cheated on her with his wife and the paralegal that was getting him divorced. You think listen, she dumb enough to be celibate for a nigga like that. I believe it.
I guess.
I wouldn't even call it dumb. Shit. At least you got one thing you ain't gave this dumbass nigga.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You showing the fuck right.
Silver liners, I guess.
Because they brought out their acting chops for the reunion. I was like, oh, y'all delivering these lines on tonight.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, I love how everybody, every dude, I love how every dude that was climbing Boobie talking about some little Boo Boo didn't have none of that smoke in his face at the reunion.
Right. Marcus was real civil, wasn't he?
He been saying Lil Boo Boo and all that shit all season. We ain't see none of that at the reunion. They're looking like Eddie Murphy in fucking Raw. He ain't had none of that shit to say. He ain't had none of them little stick.
Buddy Love suit on.
Right. Right. He ain't had none of that slick talking Boobie face. I'm telling you, like, don't let the fact that Boobie may not have been the best basketball player make you forget that this motherfucker is a guy that was a professional athlete and will whoop your ass, because Marcus ain't but like 5'3". You cannot sit here and tell me that motherfucker don't sit at bars and his feet don't be dangling. You cannot tell me.
Marcus was very quiet during the reunion.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
He was very quiet. For somebody who spent all season taking digs at another man over a woman that you made your mistress, then cheated on her with your paralegal. But I mean, who's keeping up with the details?
Right. I mean, what is the truth really? I mean,
who are me to judge?
Who
him
are
being
me?
A coward.
Right. Who? You know what Marcus is? Marcus is a Twitter nigga in every sense of the word.
Oh yeah, he embodies all of the values.
He embodies all the values of a Twitter nigga. Talk tough, but don't do shit in public. Don't disrespect women. Have women out here looking stupid and flip it and make himself the victim / mastermind. He is a Twitter nigga and married and cheating around. He is a Twitter nigga in every sense of the word.
Speaking of cheating, so Bridget Kelly.
Before you get started, Chris, I will say this before you get started. Her ex,
he was roasting the fuck out of them.
How can I say this?
He looks like if Bert went to Dr. Miami to try to look young again.
All right.
Wait, are we talking about the same person? We're talking about James, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, how can I say this? I feel like every point that he had about Bridget cheating went out in my opinion. And we disagree. That's fine. But I feel like every point he had about Bridget cheating went out the window when it was revealed that how they got together was he was cheating on the person he was with before Bridget to get Bridget. Like, I feel like every point that he has about Bridget cheating kind of went out the window with that, to me. Because it's like, okay, you keep bringing up Bridget cheating on you while y'all together, but it's like, well, the way y'all got together wasn't exactly peachy squeaky clean either. So really, it's kind of like the Spider-Man meme point at Spider-Man meme. To me. But, that's just me.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we can disagree, and that's fine. But
all that being said,
I became a fan of Bridget, so to speak, after the show, and after hearing how certain pieces was edited together to make it seem like she was cheating on the guy again with Booby, but that wasn't the case. I kind of was like, hey, do what you want to do. Like,
yeah, and like she tried to bring that up, but they didn't want to hear that. But it's like,
yeah, she made a point. She was like, I was single when this happened, and so I don't see what the problem is. I will say that her ex is a very typical light skinned nigga, and he seemed he seemed very bitter about everything for him to have ended it. Like, he was pissed she went to Catalina. He was pissed that she wasn't like boohooing on the stage over him. Like, he seemed utterly upset that she wasn't taking the breakup super hard.
Right.
I dodged the bullet. Nigga, you stayed with her after she cheated like 11 times. Like, no, you got shot, Playboy. You might didn't die, but you definitely didn't dodge the bullet. Because the cheating bullet bit you right in your ass several times. Like, what bullet you dodged?
Right.
And you stayed with her. And the only reason you got mad is because she wanted to make over her image to be more sexy. Like, you was content when like he said, you was content she was making auntie music. She start looking a little younger and acting a little sexier, you and your feelings, because you think she gonna cheat again. She probably was. Like, like, now that we here, let's just go to the bitch. She was gonna cheat on him again. I believe Bridget would have went to Catalina even after the dude, even if he would have proposed to Bridget, she still was going to Catalina to get some boobies. Like,
but now, didn't she allege that her and Booby didn't sleep together when they was in Catalina?
Hey, they kisses look mighty passionate for it to have been no.
And she was like, "Oh, y'all didn't see all of it. They cut it and da 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 da." And I'm like, "Sis, there's not much that could have been going on that we can't guess."
That was a speaking of real quick. Speaking of Shout out to A1 for being the Mexican that he is, talking about Keisha and Keisha and Marcus should kiss.
You know what? Let's see if it works.
Yeah.
Right. A1,
If it works.
you know what? A1 has low key been on the high end of being sassy and shady this season, and you know what? I appreciate it. I really do.
That's true.
I do.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that happened, but it did not give us, you know what? Outside of the Zell part and the beginning when Alexis Sky was on the call.
Yeah.
You know, she was Skyped in so she don't get the baby knocked out of her. Not my words.
Yeah.
Other than that, other than that, it wasn't much.
I mean, there's some other stuff with we'll get in when we get into our polls, we'll get into that. But speaking of, and so I mean, why are we here?
Wait, before we go, let me just say that Booby gotta have Zeus of Olympus inside his boxers, because there is no way that these three women have put up with him like they did if he didn't have the golden pipe. Like, literally, these chicks was messing with Booby while he was living with his wife. Like what?
I mean, if we're gonna be honest, he kind of carry himself like he does. So
I was about to say, I've seen women say it's usually the men that women and gay men that say that usually it's the guys that are reserved, quiet, ain't new niggas that have that air about themselves that usually be having the hammer of Thor. So I mean, hey,
I definitely believe too, because Keisha wants the best for him. Like, you don't want the best for your husband who cheated on you unless you got the golden hammer. Like, you bad for you in life after that.
You see how secure he's been the whole season with all these niggas that he could easily whoop taking digs at him. Like,
I mean, but they weren't even funny on top of that. But yeah, he wasn't worried about none of that shit. He's like, man, I'm just here for whatever. And I still don't know why Hazel tried him, but.
Since Curtis started off, since we pulled up here, we might as well. So,
honk honk.
There is so much to unpack about Nasal E. First of all, her and Monique got into it in like the first 5 minutes of the fucking reunion.
Right.
Hey, Mo, this was so goddamn mad at her that her damn titty popped out her damn dress.
Listen.
They had to hurry up and blow the fuck out of her nipples. Like Monique, it's like she was going Super Saiyan, like she was Goku fighting Frieza. Like she powered up.
She really did. She was.
First of all, it's easy to be riled up by Nasal E because it's Nasal E. I mean, let's not mince words here. I mean, she is.
I mean, because Hazel is that person that's like annoying, but you don't pay them no mind. But they keep digging at you and digging at you and digging at you, and then eventually you just snap.
Right.
That's Hazel. So, she's like a little flea.
Right.
And around.
Right. And Monique was fed up. Like I say, nothing will ever top Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Stevie J and Jocelyn versus everybody. Nothing will ever top that. But I'll be damned if I thought the security wasn't going to be swift enough to get Monique from laying Nasal E the fuck out.
Listen.
And
how you know Monique is about that shit? Because when they was dragging her out, she was like, and next time connect, bitch. I was like, oh, so this bitch is skilled in fighting. Your life is in danger, Nasal Hazel, whatever you call yourself. Let me tell you something. Before the fight started, a motherfucker analyzing how you fucked up and the fight didn't even take place. Oh, your life is definitely in danger, sis.
Hey, what's that joke Candace had a while ago? Look, Moniece had a PowerPoint presentation on how Nasal Lee had her fucked up. She was going
She really
through
did.
this.
She had a blow, blah, blow analysis of the blow that didn't even happen.
Right. She was like, first of all, bitch, if you see here in paragraph A, section C of how you got me fucked up, and the next time, bitch, if you come here to paragraph B, subsection A, you can see that next time you should connect before you blow, bitch. I was like, okay, then, Moniece. All right.
But we know Hazel ain't connected shit except that goddamn Mr. Potato Head nose on her face. That's the only thing that she's connected this whole season.
Not a goddamn thing. I'm still
and food and drink being thrown.
Okay. So while we on Hazel, shall we talk about her being fired?
Yes, let's do it.
She's
While we
denying
do it.
Yeah, I saw something saying she was denying it. I'm like, girl, you done got fired. You pulling a whole Phaedra Parks.
Fired. You are fired.
I can't think of the girl's whole like IG name, but her name was like Just Official. She
Just Hilarious.
Yeah, Just Hilarious or whatever the fuck her name is. She proclaims herself as a comedian, and she does these little skits on her IG.
The shade.
Right.
She does these on her IG about pop culture news and celebrities, and she made some. Apparently she's continuously made comments about Hazel E. and throughout the seasons of Love and Hip Hop, and so Snows, Hoes, whatever Burgundy, whatever the little nigga name is, what's his name? Rose Burgundy.
Rose and Messingale.
Verse bottom Burgundy.
All right.
Curtis.
All right.
So,
And that's being generous.
Rose made some comments about Jess and her son. Jess has this infamous photo of her doing like a nude photo shoot with her son, and they like nude, and they both got on Jordans and shit. Like it's really a hood fabulous picture, honestly, but it has been subject to a lot of criticism by celebrities and other comedians. Well, I use the word celebrities and other comedians loosely. Corey Holcomb had something to say.
I thought he had died. I didn't even know he was still with us.
Well, I mean, he looked good, so
his cholesterol is working on it. Don't worry. Yeah. In due time.
God don't like ugly, so.
So Rose made some comments about.
We know Hazel don't know nobody's God because.
Rose made some comments, and then Just Official got in touch with a well-known gay guy who released some DMs between him and Rose Burgundy and basically outed him. Let me say, outing somebody that's not ready to be out will never not be trash to me. I don't care what the circumstances are behind it. It's trash, like super duper trash.
Curtis has a great episode about that on Gay Side Stories. Check out gaysidestores.com. Continue.
Yes. Like, that's super trash, super duper trash. Like, it will make me lose all respect for you type trash. But after that, Rose goes on this really, really disgusting homophobic rant on Instagram and pretty much said all gays should burn in hell.
Yeah, it was a picture of a pride flag burning, wasn't it?
Pride flag burning.
Yeah.
Hazel agreed, like, that's right, baby. Burn in hell, like the Bible says. Bitch, you ain't never read nobody's Bible. You can't even sniff a Bible out with that goddamn nose, you hound dog.
Oh, she can sniff every Bible out with that nose.
She, so after
that's
that,
right, baby.
Then Hazel goes on a really disgusting colorism rant about how only dark-skinned girls hate her, and she like calling women dark butts and black bitches, and
she used some women on the show. It was Brooke and somebody else. I can't remember who else, but I know Brooke was one of the women she talked about.
These dark ass,
she used everybody
hate me, and that's because I'm light-skinned, and so people were leaving ghosts on her under her comments. Well, anyways, Mona Scott posted like this really cryptic IG message about no hate speech, no bullying, this, that, and the third. It won't be tolerated. Then after that, Hazel E. Apparently, she had a deal with Shoe Dazzle, and Shoe Dazzle pulled her contract. And apparently, she had something going with Fit T, and Fit T pulled it too. Even though you can't consider Fit T a contract, because I heard like you gotta post like 27 times on Instagram to make $100 from Fit T or some shit. But unless you're really super famous. But yeah, so she lost those endorsements, and then it was officially said that she wouldn't be returning to Love and Hip Hop. And then she like tried to make it seem like she left. She quit.
Who the Jocelyn?
Yeah, but I screenshotted her tweets before, and she was like, Mona employs felons, woman beaters, drug addicts, deadbeat moms. I'm good. I'm still here. So, yeah. So she's we want to be seeing Big Nose Rose next season.
Listen, VH1 was like, we're tired of paying for you to have this fake life. You can go away now. Because she's not doing anything to sustain anything. The music is trash. The book is trash. The nose is trash. Just hang it up to fucking dry, Hazel. Like, damn. There's nothing wrong with clocking in at the Home Depot. We need our lumber. We need new toilets while we renovating houses. There's nothing wrong with it. An honest day's work.
Like the fact that you are that ugly, both physically and eternally, you have the nerve, the gall, the all goddamn audacity to be homophobic and colorist. Like, what?
And that's exactly what it is. All that hate, all that ugly from the inside makes
it's coming out of your
on paper should not be ugly, but in actuality is. Like, her skin is fucked up. You know, the nose, obviously. She don't know how to pick a wig. She always look musty.
Listen, I don't know who the fuck is writing for Bossip, but when they called
somebody from the timeline,
when they called her Alpha Jason, nigga.
That's definitely Alf's cousin. Absolutely.
That was beautiful.
When they called her Alpha Jason, I listen. I almost went up to glory because I couldn't. I didn't have a way. I made a way, but I didn't have a way because that was just too hilarious and too accurate. But yeah, I just like Candace said, like outing somebody isn't cool. And like I said, Curtis has a great episode on Gay Side Stories about being out and coming out, and you know when you're ready and comfortable out. And I feel like as heterosexual people, cishet people, we really need to mind our goddamn business with our brothers and sisters in the.
But not only that, because it's within the community too. Because that was what Candace was saying. The story said it was a well-known gay guy who released all of this stuff, and it's like,
yeah,
I don't want to say it's worse when someone in the community does that, but it kind of is, because it's that same situation that I feel like we have with Hoteps. It's like we are a part of the same tribe. Why? You should know better. You should know that this is not something that you should be doing. But, you know, you're releasing stuff anyway, putting somebody on blast. Now, granted, I mean, he trash, but
yeah,
we all trash to some degree. We all trash to somebody. So, to put that business out there like that, especially for the most part unprovoked, I mean, specifically to that guy who did it.
No. Yeah, I agree. I was kind of just speaking for us like that Jess girl, but I absolutely agree with you too.
Oh, don't nobody care about her.
Yeah, because I didn't even know who the child was, that she was a comedian, quote unquote.
I don't know who she is. I don't say I know who she.
Apparently, she's on Wildin' Out too.
Yeah, I used to follow her like a year and a half, 2 years ago, because she used to be funny, but then,
on my goddamn nerve.
Something happened and she got like an upgrade. She started getting like new wigs installed every day. I was like, right. When she started walking around looking like, you know what? This not about her. Let me shut up.
She trash, but let's go on because
I mean, yeah, I've seen problematic stuff from her too. So
yeah, I was about to say I feel like I've seen her be problematic in the past, and so I mean, you know, fuck her, but she doesn't. In the same sense, you don't deserve to have your kid talked about because you discuss pop culture. And the thing is, if you're on reality TV, people are going to talk about you.
Correct.
It's inevitable.
But that's and the thing about it is that's the desired effect. That's why you're going on reality TV in the first place, so that people will talk about you.
So
you don't get absolved of the negative. With all things good, or what you perceive as good, comes something bad. So, and his reaction, you know, I don't want to say typical, but
yeah, that was some Make America Great Again type shit. Nigga, a burning pride flag, like nigga, what?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was definitely over the top. But anyway, so Hazel's gone. Ding dong, the Alpha's dead.
So I think we can get into our polls. And again, thank you to everybody that participated in the polls. We had a lot of fun with this. Me and Candace thought it'd be a dope idea, and we could discuss it on the show.
Guys, did we skip over how terrible Lyrica looked? Because
we were gonna get to that because remember one of the poll questions is about her music.
Okay, good. Because I think me and Tay have some.
I thought it would be better to just tie that in since it's one of the questions on the poll.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm with you. I see what you're doing.
Come on, host.
All right. So
you're doing amazing, sweetie.
Honestly, truly. Okay, so the first question in our poll, one of our polls was, who won the Alexis Masika beef? The choices were Alexis Sky, Masika, Child Nobody, and Fetty. Alexis Sky got 14% of the vote. Masika got 11% of the vote. Child Nobody got 55% of the vote. And Fetty got 20% of the vote. Now, when I made this damn poll, I put Fetty in there just to be bullshitting. The fact that y'all niggas actually voted for this nigga. Woo. But so Candace, how do you feel?
Child support won that one.
Of course.
That's my
You're doing amazing, Candace. You're doing amazing. Curtis, what are your thoughts? Child support.
I mean, I kind of agree with Candace. Well, you know what? Not even, because I think we've talked about this before, Candace. We're not sure how Fetty gonna be paying nobody's child support.
Yeah, Fetty Mojizzle. So, Tay, what about you?
I said Fetty because these bitches is going back and forth arguing, and he done moved on to the next bitch. So I mean,
the one that he can,
one of them. So
the one that he can see, barely.
Right, barely.
Well,
barely.
But yeah, they arguing over a nigga that don't care about either one of them.
I am appalled. I just wanted to do that.
Candace. I see what you did there.
You know, low hanging fruit. I took it, but yeah.
Yeah, I voted Child Nobody. Well, I guess if I had to vote, I would. Well, I did vote, but I'm kind of in agreement. Like nobody really won, quote unquote. But Tay got a point. I mean, Fetty. I mean, they out here looking stupid over Fetty, but I mean, no victors here. And yeah, it's fine. The next question in the poll was, do you like how Tiara's friends got her into rehab?
Hell no.
No. Absolutely no.
Damn it, let me read the choices, y'all. Shit.
The only choice should have been no.
God damn it. The
No
choices
or
was,
no.
listen, damn it.
Shit.
See, it'd be your own niggas every time. The choices were yes, no, but it worked. Yes, but they move funny. Yes got 24% of the vote, so I mean, hey, everybody entitled to their opinion. 5% got no. 52% overwhelmingly got no, but it worked. And 19% got yes, but they move funny. I'm in the camp of I don't like how they went about it, but it worked. So as long as Tierra good, that's all that matters to me. What about y'all? Well, we already know how y'all feel. So I will, Candace.
No, I agree.
These other two niggas wouldn't even let me get the damn question out. Candace, go.
It worked. That is all I have to say about that because Tierra is really in a good place right now. She looks good. She feels good. She's had a moment of clarity because she is, as you could tell on the reunion, she's really not messing with none of the cast right now.
No,
not Masika, not Moniece, not Nikki, not any of them. So, yes to that because rehab definitely helped her to see who her real friends were. But I really would have had to try to fade Nikki and Moniece. Because they pretty much use me as to have a storyline on the show. Because let's be honest, Nikki has no storyline. Like she literally was unimportant this whole season.
She really did.
She was really forgettable the whole season.
She was. Not granted. Because I think we said this a couple of weeks ago, Candace. She didn't have a storyline, and for the most part, not completely, because I mean it is Nikki. I mean, come on, but she really wasn't in too much shit this season and just stayed to get some money. So in that, I will give her that. But she is completely forgettable, to be quite honest. So yeah.
Like that, like I still don't understand how you trying to have an intervention with somebody and you don't have any of the closest people in their lives there.
Yep.
And that is when I when I said that they were not as close of friends as Moniece was trying to spin it to be, I knew I was right. Because if we close friends and you about to have an intervention for me, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna break y'all neck to try to get in touch with some of my close family. At the very least, my own damn mom. Like,
right.
Like they didn't reach out to any of her family. Like
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, this was for TV. It only got authentic because I feel like that producer knew better than anybody that she might have a problem because they see everything that we don't see.
Yeah.
So that like when the producer got involved, I was like, okay, the shit is real. If the producer hadn't got involved, I'd be like, this shit is so fake and phony.
Yep, because the producer definitely came and started hollering at her the way Tyra Banks did Tiffany.
I was rooting for you.
We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
Listen.
Tell you that impersonation. Tell you that impersonation. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
That was a legendary episode, and I just had to. I had to get that out. I'm sorry.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine. But I think we all in agreement. Like we don't like how her friends, quote unquote, got her there, but in the end,
I'd fight everybody as soon as I got out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of
for spreading rumors.
Yeah, Masika would have got that Tupperware pulled off her damn head.
Honestly.
Yeah, with them damn ugly ass eyeliner she had. Okay, but anyway,
a wig.
Listen. But
ass wig.
But also speaking of the reunion,
it looks secure.
You could tell how Tierra is doing better because her wig wasn't even that bad on the reunion.
She had the least offensive wig of all.
She had one of the least offensive, definitely, because how even Chanel West Coast had a fucked up wig. I'm like, listen, the wigs are awful.
We'll get to her in a minute because she on the poll too. All right, awful. The next question on the poll: do you feel Zell fat shames Ray and others on purpose? The choices were yes, no, kinda, anything is game, and beef. Yes, overwhelmingly got 60% of the vote. No got 5%. Kinda got 9%, and anything is game and beef got 26%.
I mean, we know it to be true because Zell, he knows what to say to push buttons, and he knows what to say to get somebody else to say something to push his button.
Yeah. So anything is. I don't want to say anything is game because I have my limits even when I don't like people. But
never go full Nene.
Yeah, with a lot of people, anything is game and beef. And not to be funny, but fat jokes is not the worst jokes you can make when you beefing with somebody. So the whole this whole bullying thing that they tried to be on was weird to me because Mr. Ray had mouth, but he just couldn't outmouth Zell. So he couldn't take the digs he wanted to take. Because had it been somebody other than Zell, Mr. Ray probably would have been a lot more brutal because he was a lot more brutal with Alexis.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, Ken.
Like he had a lot of mouth with Alexis. He just couldn't outmouth Zell. So the whole
wasn't that something? Curtis, I think Curtis, I think you alluded to that on one episode, and the reason you don't really like Ray is because it does seem like he have a lot of mouth for women, but he didn't really say shit to Zell.
Mm-hmm. Or he tried his best. He yelled out the lines that they wrote for him the best that he could, but shit.
Zell is a true to the heart, to the soul, down to his toes ass hood booger. Like you cannot out Jones somebody from the hood.
Zell is definitely a young gay trick daddy.
Yeah.
That is actually a perfect description, Curtis.
It is. It fit perfectly. Like he is the
zesty ass trick daddy. Minus the belly.
Yeah.
He do look like Trick Daddy before Trick Daddy got sick. So he does. Yeah. He does look like he does look like the Spider-Man meme, but if one of the Spider-Mans was gay.
All right.
With his hand on his hip.
All right.
Oh, too much. Cool. Look, I'm just saying I really want them to kill the whole body shaming, bullying shit because the whole Love and Hip Hop series at this point is built on beef and bullying. Like
without the beef and bullying, what else do you have?
Yeah,
you don't have a show because they would take it off the air. Like
exactly.
you know what it is without the beef and bullying? Baller Wives.
Yeah, that's pretty. Even it was a little bit of beef and bullying on Baller Wives, like without behavior that we see every season on these Love and Hip Hops, you do not have a show. So this whole bullying, body shaming, blah blah blah. Like for God's sake, we didn't get that speech when with a lot of the homophobia and calling Hazel E sir and come here young man and this like to me that's more problematic than calling a fat person fat, honestly.
Because I'm sorry, Gans, go ahead.
If we I'm not trying to be funny. Like Mr. Ray is not one of those people that struggle with weight to the point where they weight yo-yo up and down, or sometimes they thin, slim, sometimes they thicker. Like Mr. Ray is just fucking fat, and that's just what it is.
And he knows it.
and he knows it. And calling a fat person fat should not be considered body shaming. Like, the definition of fat is how Mr. Ray looked. Like, if you go to the dictionary, like, he qualifies. So
Mr. Ray looks like,
but
what
listen,
Mr. Ray looks
Gazelle was
like.
like my best friend, a big girl, but she got a neck and she could do this. And he started wagging his head. Listen,
She got a neck though.
listen.
Mr. Ray
All
looked
right.
like an Angry Bird.
He does.
He looked like a pig from Angry Birds.
Charlotte.
All right. Next question on the poll. God damn it. Okay.
You got my
The
best
next
laughing.
speaking of a bird, in the next poll, who is the biggest bird of the Brooke, Marcus, Booby, Bridget?
Yes,
The
absolutely.
choices were
Yes.
Brooke, Marcus, Booby, Bridget. Brooke got 51% of the vote.
We can
Marcus
stop
got.
right there.
To be honest, we have already talked about how not Bridget, how Brooke was looking the fuck stupid the whole season. So
Brooke not a beautiful bird. She's really like pigeon level bird. Like, it's levels to being a bird. Like, she's not even a swan. Like,
Nope.
she didn't even exhibit this type of behavior for somebody that has something going for him. Like, she did it for like a married man who screwed his paralegal and who's supposed to be a producer, but we've not heard anything he's done. Like, she is like, she's definitely a pigeon.
Marcus is to producing what Chanel West Coast is to hip hop, and I'll leave it at that. But for the sake of the show, I have to read the rest of the results, guys. Marcus got 10%, Booby got 7%. That shocked me because I'm like, how Booby? Well, and Bridget got 32%. I actually thought Bridget would win this, honestly. Not because I agree, but because I think, especially like when you see like when we live tweet and stuff, how people kind of talk about Bridget. I thought Bridget would actually get this. Not that I agree, but I just thought she would get it.
I think it was them last 2 episodes that sealed Brooke's fate.
Yeah,
them last 2 episodes.
Bridget, it's hard for me to consider Bridget a bird because she do what a lot of men have done. So I was just kind of like, she cheated. Okay, like,
all right.
Yeah. Like I say,
and she was using lines like. She was using like nigga who cheat lines. Like, when it was like how many times she cheated, and she was like, it don't matter if it was once or 27 times. Cheating is cheating. Like, that's how niggas act when they get caught cheating. When you be like, how many times? They be like, do it matter? I cheated. Like, so honestly,
they be like Teddy trying to tell Tina Campbell all the time he cheated.
Yeah, like I have
come back 3 hours later. Well, I had forgot about like 5 instances of when I cheated.
I started rooting for Bridget because I felt like
I didn't get that far.
I felt like men couldn't handle that type of behavior from a woman, and they spend their lives treating women like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell it from. Remember when she talked about like if it don't matter if you cheated once or twice, cheating is cheating. All the men on the set, A1, James, Marcus, all of them were kind of like on some dude bro shit like we see on Twitter on the first part of the reunion. So yeah, they couldn't handle that shit.
That's why I was like rooting for her. Like, damn, cheat on another nigga, sis. Get you another like nigga and dog him out.
I mean, and it's easy to dog a light skinned nigga out because I mean,
take to the abyss.
Right. The next question in the poll: who was at fault for Zell and Masika's friendship ending? The choices were Zell, Masika, both, or Alexis Sky. 48% of the vote Zell got 48% of the vote. Masika got 10% of the vote. Both got 40% of the vote, and 2% went to Alexis Sky.
Okay, well, I agree.
Facts is facts.
Zell is an idiot in the conversation.
Yep.
Okay. I'm in the both camp, but okay.
No, I'm not in the both with that.
Both.
I'm not in the both. Zell could have minded his business. Like that.
He could have, but
He could have
he
stayed
could.
out of it.
He could have, but listen, we just gonna have to disagree. I'm not letting this go. If I'm Masika, I'm not letting my friends keep getting attacked by Alexis Sky because I'm too scared to address the shit. So that's why.
So after going back and rewatching it, Zell didn't get attacked because of Masika. Zell got attacked because Zell's mouth is Zell's mouth. Like,
true, but Zell mouth. Okay.
Zell was talking crazy to Alexis. If you go back and watch it, he was like getting.
I'm not denying that. Listen. I'm not denying that. What I am saying, however, is Zell is the type of nigga that because we know he ain't got no loyalty, if he fuck with you and you don't like that bitch and that bitch got beef with you, guess who else don't like that bitch? He do. Remember, just the episode before, or not even that, because that was the same episode, wasn't it? When they went to Hazel E's thing, him, Masika, and Moniece, and they was all talking shit and shade. It was all cool then because all of them don't fuck with Hazel. So Zell also don't fuck with Alexis at that time because her Masika and Alexis got this beef and shit. So yeah, he was talking shit to Alexis, but it was because he Masika friend and he don't fuck with whoever his friend at the time, because again, he not loyal. Whoever his friend is at the time, if they got beef with somebody, he gonna insert himself into it and not fuck with
them. That's a grown ass man. I could not.
And Masika, a grown ass woman. Candace. Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Even if me and you friends and you say I don't like this person, I don't mess with them. Okay, I could not mess with them too. I also could not go around starting shit with them as well. Like that's the thing.
That's true. Okay, that's true. I'm not disputing that, but I'm also Candace. If somebody don't fuck.
Jeremy, you're grown.
Candace. Jeremy, no, if somebody, Candace.
You're grown.
Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
Look, this is what friends do. We can disagree. But if somebody is talking shit about you to me, I'm not going to if somebody is talking shit about you, I'm not going to just let them come at you like that. And that's what Masika did.
And once you listen, if somebody is talking shit about you to me and I'm like, and I stick around and I engage it and then I get into it with them, that was my choice to engage it and take it to the next level. I could have been like, yo, I'm not messing with this. That's my friend. We're not about to do this. And I'm going to excuse myself from the situation. Zell knew what he was doing. Zell wanted that TV time. He wanted that extra shine. And so he inserted himself in a situation that he didn't have to be in. Because the fact of the matter is, if he was that tight with Masika, he would have never took no meeting with Alexis Sky. He would have never tried to facilitate any type of he wouldn't have tried to facilitate some type of friendship or a sit down between them. Like if I say I don't like the person, I don't want anything to do with the person, that is the end of the conversation if we friends. Period. Like, no, dead ass. If you say, Candace, I don't like this person, I don't want anything to do with them, I don't want them in my presence, I don't even want to discuss them. Guess what we not about to do? Discuss that person. And
I agree.
I agree. This person.
I agree. I'm not disputing that Zell wasn't a part of why they broke up. I'm not disputing anything you said about Zell, but you cannot sit here and act like Masika. She didn't even really stick up for Moniece when Alexis went at Moniece, and she talked about Moniece. Like, come on.
You know what's crazy? Moniece grown enough to know that when she get herself into some shit, she gonna handle her business. Like the thing is, while I appreciate having friends who go to bat for me, I really don't need nobody fighting my battles for me. I just need you to not be adding to the situation. Like that's what I expect from my friends. I don't need my friends going to war for me. I just need them to not go against me.
God damn it. Now I can't be Candace Hive no more.
Like because I'm fully capable of handling myself and I'm fully capable of assessing how my enemies carry themselves. And not to be funny, but it was very clear from the moment Zell and Alexis stepped on this show that they was looking to be renewed for another season.
Hennessy, enemies, penitentiary.
Every scene that Alexis and Zell was in, they were in drama. Literally, every time we saw them this season, they was trying to secure a renewal for next season. I kind of feel Masika. Like, okay, you want these 15 minutes, earn it. Like, you're gonna have to earn it. So I really don't agree. Especially when Masika was helping Zell get checks. Like, you bit the hand that fed you. You an idiot.
We agree. We do not disagree there. But how we go from saying Masika a coward to being like she was right. She just this loyal friend as opposed to Zell. Like, if anything, Spider-Man means Spider-Man.
I said it wasn't her fault that the friendship went to shit. I didn't say she was loyal. But she also wasn't disloyal to Zell either. She wasn't running around dragging Zell until Zell was dragging her. Like, it's kind of like she was a coward for how she dealt with Alexis, because she ran for Alexis at every turn. But Zell kind of created a situation where he kind of pushed her back against the wall, and so he got what his hand called for. I'm not even being funny, but if one of y'all get me a good ass job and helping me make money, I'm not about to be in nothing that's gonna make you pull your support from me if you helping me get checks. I'm sorry, I'm an adult. My bills matter way more than some beef with a chick I never met before.
That's real. That's real. I'm not disputing any of that. I don't like that Masika shit was on. So I'm not giving Alexis Scott any shine, but also then Alexis. What?
Why are you dying on this hill? Like, this is the place where you about to turn into the Hulk? Like, Jesus Christ.
That's fine. Like, nigga, we unlike Zell and Masika, we actually friends. We can disagree on shit and still be friends.
Well, that's not even a question. It's just this the hill you dying on? Zell? Jesus Christ.
Hell no.
You classier than that, boy. If you had to die on the hill, it wouldn't be behind Zell. He is trash.
And so is Masika. I said both. Like, you acting like I'm just saying Zell account. I just said both of them.
What's the next question? Because niggas got to work tomorrow.
Nigga. Speaking of nigga, it's more time on my ear. You talk about niggas got to work tomorrow. Yeah, let's
your ass to the next question.
All right. That's why your mama dragged you for the white diamonds, nigga.
That's okay. She still love me after the fact, so that doesn't even matter.
So the next question was, will you give Lyrica's music a chance? The choices were yes.
Is it my turn to shine?
In a second, let me read the question, Curtis.
All right,
let me read.
Tag me in.
The answers were yes, no, and hoopst. 29% of y'all said yes, which God bless. 41% of y'all said no, and 30% of y'all said hoopst. And Curtis and Tay, being the patrons that they are, being the good Christian people that they are, gave Lyrica's music a chance, and I'm going to shut up and let them have the floor. Just laugh.
So first of all, I want to say that I was not giving the music a chance. I was strictly doing research for this show. I take my duty as a correspondent very seriously. All right. I want that to be clear. Now, Tay, what are your thoughts?
I went into the situation like Yolanda Adams and opened up my heart and mind.
I know you lying, but go ahead.
To the situation. Curtis, we will not do this tonight. I came in with an open mind. It took me a couple days to finish the album because it was a lot. Like the songs just ran all in together. They sounded the same. And then the one song that really pissed me off was the fucking Smart Water song.
The Herb Life song.
Why the fuck are you comparing your vaginal to dirty ass flood water? Like she really said it's like Katrina.
So
wow.
You really compared your pussy to Hurricane Katrina.
I listened to the album.
Devastation, though.
I was so embarrassed that this was supposed to be, that it was titled after her deceased twin sister, because
I would have humped the fuck out of her.
You could have just posted pictures of your deceased twin sister on social media and left it alone.
Throwback Thursday or some shit.
That album is terrible. Like, I'm talking like the album is so bad that it kind of makes me question. It makes me question A1 as a writer and a producer. It was that bad.
It made me question how much he actually worked on it, because
it makes me question if he sabotaged her, because there's no way that A1 is writing A1 is writing hit records and talking about #1 songs for some of the biggest names in the industry.
Wife album city.
And this is the album that Lyrica turned out. Like it was so mediocre. I'm talking about
the writing, the vocals were weak. She sang the whole album in the same fucking key. It felt
selection, the mixing of it,
the mixing, like some of them sound like she was singing in a fucking hallway.
Now, Candace, do you think, since you say you think he might have sabotaged it, do you think it was excuse me, do you think it was maybe his kind of slick, petty way of getting back at her for how she handled things?
No, I don't think that at all. I think it was rushed because he was sick of her nagging about it, and he wanted to go get to the real money. So let me take that back. I don't think he sabotaged it. I think he rushed it because he was sick of her blocking him from working with better artists and bigger names and people who could write bigger and better checks. Like I'm not even being funny, but she literally had a tantrum while he was working with Keisha Cole.
Yeah.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, because I'm going to drag her album for filth as well.
Oh, so I didn't even bother with that one. She got me blocked on Twitter, so fuck her album.
Her album is terrible, but not as terrible as Lyrica's, but terrible.
I felt like Keisha's album was
late,
heavy air quotes, solid, but it wasn't good. You know, it was neutral. It wasn't good. Like she could have, because I only really vibe to the one song, the Incapable song.
Oh.
And that was it. That was the only song that stuck out to me. The rest of it, I was like, I mean, I could have had a V8 or like, you know, some veggie chips or something.
Like she sounded really good vocally.
Yeah, the production was good.
The production was good, but the song choices, like the beat selection and the actual the writing was very, very mediocre.
Right.
Which means that that's how I feel about her
thought. And you subtract 28 million, that's what you get with Lyrica's album. That album was awful.
Really auto-tuned to me?
No, it was very auto-tuned.
That's all you heard.
That was all you heard. I was like, oh, for all of this whining and crying she's been doing on this show, I thought she had bigger chops than this.
Even her mom, like, Lyrica is such a great voice. She shouldn't just be singing backup and being on people's hooks and da da da.
And I'm still waiting for the Effie voice, because I'm like, if you don't want her to be Adina from the beginning or Laurel, where the voice at? Because I didn't hear it.
It's not there.
I told her she sung that whole album in the same key.
I tried.
It's not there. It was, and like she had like.
And then you could tell that she didn't have any real direction, because some of the songs to me sounded like other artists. Like it was one song where she sounded like she was trying to sound like Jhené Aiko. She had another one where it sounded like she was trying to sound like Tamar. And then
Another one where she tried to sound like SZA.
And then the song she had with Chris Brown, I bullshit you not.
Chris.
I thought that was Chris Brown the whole song because the way that the song sounded. Right.
Like that's had to be what it is. Chris Brown had to like A1 had to be like, I don't want to check. I just would like for you to do a feature on my wife album. Like that's had to have been how that came about because it sounded really terrible. And like know who Lyrica reminds me of? She reminds me of a lot of writers who try to be artists and it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, they don't have the star quality.
She reminds me of Sean Garrett. She reminds me of
Sean Garrett still with us?
First of all, hold on.
Sean Garrett gave us Diva for Beyonce, though.
First of all, Sean Garrett is one of the best writers in the music industry, but he looks like a slug and his voice is not awesome. like he really has a face only a mother could love. Like he is really fucking ugly. Like I remember that one single he had, something in the bed or whatever, and I was
ripping on the bed.
Yes, I had this one, and I was like, this song would be so fire if somebody attractive was singing it.
I'm gonna listen to that shit tonight because that brought back some memories.
But Sean the Pen Garrett is a great writer, terrible artist. He doesn't have it as an artist.
He looks like he doesn't have it.
Yeah, I feel that. I kind of feel that way about Carrie Hilson most of the time. She's pretty.
Who?
Hilarious.
Who?
Who? The girl that was taking the Sergey hammer, the Baca hammer.
Oh. I don't even know who that is. I'm sorry.
I feel very sorry for you if you don't know what the Baca hammer is.
No, I know about the Baca hammer, but I don't know that person you mentioned.
Lord, but Carrie Hilson is an amazing writer. She is.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of her music sound like it would be better sung by people like Beyonce and such. So that was like Lyrica's whole album. It puts me in the mind of songs I want to hear other people sing. Aside from Smart Water, because it was really fucking. That's a very terrible song. Like I get really, really disgusted when people use natural disasters in that way. Like it's really creepy to bring up Hurricane Katrina, other than to talk about how devastating it was, because that's literally all that situation was devastation. So
she called her pussy.
Using it to describe your vagina is really gross to me because floodwaters have a lot of bacteria in them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of flesh and bacteria.
Another way to say that is you're supposed to be a songwriter yourself. And this is what you do on your own album that's supposed to be dedicated to your dead sister.
So the whole album.
This is how I also know that A1 is the brains in their operation, because she wrote a lot of her songs. She wrote probably all of the songs for this album, and they're terrible.
They are terrible.
They're terrible, which is likely why A1 was starting to go in the studio with artists without her.
Mm-hmm. He was like, "Oh, I can't be embarrassed and take you to meet Keisha Cole. I got to do that on my own."
Because when Lyrica was like, I forgot what episode, but she was like, her and A1 gave Chris Brown party, and I'm like, I guarantee you, she maybe came up with the hook.
Maybe.
I can see it.
Probably came up with the type.
And she looked terrible on the reunion. Her makeup looked terrible. Her wig was terrible. She was dressed for a quinceañera. She looked bad. Like, what are you doing? Like,
she is not okay.
That whole thing.
She looked like if you got the squirts.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yep. We're done.
Okay.
Thank you guys for having me. We're done. Good night.
Wow.
Mm.
All right.
Okay.
We just gonna move on to the next question.
How many questions was it, Toe? I feel like this shit was a midterm.
Hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, so I think this question we actually talked a little bit with Rod when we had him on last week, but it was, does Mona Scott portray gay men on her shows in a one-dimensional way?
Yes.
Well, that was the first choice. Yes, Tay. Yes, stereotypes. No, that's on them. 24%. But damn, sorry. Both, and then 3. It was just entertainment, and I put that in for the it's just jokes people. 67% said yeah, she portraying as stereotypes. 6% said no. 24% both, and 3% was just I'm just here to laugh at these niggas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, we touched on it a little bit last week with Rod. I do, because like Rod brought up something that kind of had like both of us side eye on a little bit, and like we really don't get a lot with the gay male characters on these seasons without the stereotypes. Because I think what we talked about, like Zell is like the typical like I don't got no loyalty to nobody. I get in it and fight loud gay, and then with Mr. Ray, and then the other season with Milan and Miles and stuff. So yeah, yeah. What do you think, Curtis? Being our friend in the community.
I mean, I agree, but at the same time, I recognize that the entire franchise is built on stereotypes. So
true.
Yeah.
That is a very valid point that I hadn't considered.
So
True.
I can't expect you to get the LGBT side of it, quote unquote, right. Because when I look at the black women, look how they're portrayed. When I look at the black men, look how they're portrayed. So
Yeah.
that's what Jeremy would call the Spider-Man, pointing at Spider-Man meme.
Yeah.
Because all of it is stereotypes. The rappers, the way they're portrayed, like every bit of it is stereotypes. The Hollywood stereotypes, so everybody got to be luxurious and come in on helicopters and shit. Like the whole franchise is built on stereotypes. So
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. Should Chanel West Coast come back for another season? I ain't even gonna read the damn choice.
No,
she shouldn't have been here
he
this season.
off the damn show.
I want Mona to stop bringing white people on this show. Period. like, do everybody a solid and stop trying to force feed a token white person into black spaces, because let's be completely honest, like, for as many people as Chanel West Coast claims to know, they never claim to know her.
Right.
Nope. I wonder why.
Same thing with the Drewski dude. Like, she tried to force feed him last year on New York, and like nobody seemed to mess with him aside from the low self-esteem having mixed girl.
Is he coming back?
I hope not.
I hope not, but yeah. Because I know, didn't you see the list, Candace? Is he coming back? I can't remember.
I don't remember if he's coming back.
I hope not.
New York is not going to give us theater.
It is not.
I had to say it demure because it's not going to give us what we used to.
Right.
So, and I love Remy, but I don't think she's a good fit for the show.
Yeah.
One, because she on probation or parole and she can't fight nobody. So,
right.
Itself does not make her a good fit for Love and Hip Hop New York. And all the other names they listed, which I don't even remember, I don't care about. Lil Mo, she got me blocked, so you know I don't care for real.
Fuck her.
I ain't gonna read the choices on this poll, but shout out to 10% of y'all that said yes, they should bring Chanel West Coast back and she wasn't that bad. Shout out to y'all. Y'all being nice on tonight and on.
She was trash.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's stupid.
Yeah. So it's some more, but I ain't gonna read them. In all, did you enjoy Love and Hip Hop Hollywood this season? Yes, it was theater. No, it was Sahara Dry in the middle, and Mona needs better writers. This shit was split. 31% of y'all said it was theater. 31% of y'all said it's in the middle. 30% of y'all said Mona need better writers, and 8 of y'all said it was Sahara Desert Dry.
Nothing has topped what Atlanta gives us.
Yeah.
Atlanta set a very high bar for ratchetness on Love and Hip Hop. We have not gotten anything close to what Atlanta has been giving us season after season. Like I'm talking about Cheap Babies and Jocelyn Stevie and Bambi and the Baby Teeth and Mama D and Ernest and they sex life and like we've not like I feel like we got the theater we did get from Hollywood this season. It was kind of corny. Like the Alexis Masika storyline and everything that revolved around it, it just got really dry and really old really quickly.
I mean, it started dry, so
it just
I mean, anytime you start beef over Fetty, so I mean
the theater was shit Zelbra and Mr. Angry Bird. Like that was where it was coming from because everybody else was boring as fuck. You see, we didn't even mention Ray J and Princess because that shit was so goddamn boring.
It really was.
Don't nobody care about.
They spent all season not having a baby, but complaining about wanting to have a baby.
Siri, shut your ass up! What the fuck?
Siri, like, hello, what's going on?
Right, Siri wanted
me.
Yeah, it was really, it was middle of the road for me. I'll agree
it could have been better.
It could have been a lot better.
Yeah, it's in the middle for me as well.
Especially because they changed the lineup and it didn't add anything to it. Like at least what happened with Atlanta when they added in those new people, them new bitches was fighting.
Yes. That's correct.
We got Lucci and then we got Chanel West Coast. But Brandy and Max gave us way more drama last season.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like it was kind of a washout. Like they added nothing to the season. Like literally every time I saw Lucci, I was just like, I know this nigga breath smell like copper.
Right. What was your joke last week, Candace? Not even then.
It was really, really mediocre. I feel like
Lucci looked like he smelled like a can of chewing tobacco, like after it's already been chewed.
Like when they spit it out.
Yeah, like a bucket of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, that's an awful smell. As someone who has lived through that,
like he smelled like a box of cool.
Nigga smell like snuff. That's what it's called, snuff.
Yep.
Yeah. He's really.
He looks like he was. You know what? Let me not say that.
He looks like.
Oh, say it.
I know, right? I don't know why you being sensitive. This all
He
show,
looks
nigga.
like a circumcised dick. That's what
like
it looks
the family.
He literally looked like if you pull the skin back on an uncircumcised dick, and it's
no,
and it's like
right.
it's like dirt in there because of the way his hair and shit down.
Smegma?
Yeah, he do look like Smegma.
Yeah.
Wow.
He looks yeasty.
Yeah, he looked like somebody lit by an electronic cigarette. So, go ahead.
Huh? No, I feel like in closing, I feel like it's time for Mona to rework the franchise. Like, I really feel like it's time for her to pull some of them from these locations. Like, I feel like New York is a dead end. Like, especially with Cardi gone. Like, nothing I've seen from the previews of New York have me, like, excited to see it.
It's corny.
Same thing with Hollywood. Like, I feel like now she's giving us Miami. Like, go somewhere else. Like, give us Houston. Even though she tried to, and I think they started shooting while they was filming.
My fucking city.
And I feel like, matter of fact, they did have Love and Hip Hop Houston in the works, and some big brawl broke out, and somebody did shoot at somebody, and like one of the producers got hurt, and they canceled it all together. Which is how I think Brooke got shifted to LA, possibly, because because Brooke does not fit in LA, period. You could tell she's not used to being in LA. So, but yes, give us Love and Hip Hop New Orleans.
Ooh,
No.
nah, that was good.
No. It wasn't
Or
even-
Chicago. Or Chicago. Or let's try one more time with Houston. Let's just give everybody bulletproof vests. Like let's not let a few guns and bullets deter us from the goal at hand. Theater.
Yeah.
Correct. The goal is theater. So speaking of Chicago, so we got time for Black Ink, or y'all niggas gotta go to bed?
Nah, I got time if y'all got time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even think it'll take that long because the episodes were dry, in my estimation.
Yeah, it's only two things I really want to drag that happened in those two episodes. It's a few things. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say because I'm looking at. I see at least 4. She tripping.
Ken, you being nice tonight. I don't know why.
So let me get right to this old lady and this goddamn face tattoo. First of all, why didn't we take a poll of what drug she was on? Because that woman was not sober
at all, not even close.
That woman was on something.
She had the mush mouth. She couldn't speak.
and like my mama said, it ain't had shit to do with her son. She was on some shit because her speech was slurred. Her jaw was slacking. Like, yep. I was like, is this bitch having a stroke or she doing crystal meth?
Something. She was not okay. Something was up.
And she wanted a free tattoo because that goddamn tattoo looked just like her slack-eyed son.
Just like him.
That
Mama, what? Girl.
She like, wait, bitch, what is going on? What
like
pipe did you?
Tongue is no. Yeah, Mama wasn't sober. Mama was on something.
And not just no liquor. Like Mama was on like a heavy drug.
Oh yeah, she was on something concentrated because
all of it.
And then for the daughter to just be an accomplice to the foolishness, just
like she was embarrassed. The daughter looked embarrassed. Like, Mama, that is him. Let's go.
She was embarrassed, but it's like, girl, you know your mama's sky high. Why you bring her in here?
She was on something. Whatever drugs Cat Williams on now, that's what she was on.
So heroin.
Give or take.
All of it.
That's Cat's drug of choice.
Them gums, my word.
He had to be something to fuck Hazel. Let's move on, guys.
All right. Yeah.
I did not mean that. I meant it, but I didn't mean it. But I meant it. So, yeah, the fate, like, okay. I am really sick of Ashley.
Phaedra Jr.
So, as somebody who is just 7 months removed from giving birth, and I literally had a very high risk pregnancy because I'm a diabetic, I took extreme offense to them acting like Ashley was about to die because her iron was low at this one doctor visit.
They treated her like
listen. They acted like she had eclampsia. Like the doctor started talking. Matter of fact, I don't know if Tay is still here or whatever, but Tay had low iron, and the doctor made her ass take some iron pills and sent her the hell on her goddamn
about my day,
which is exactly what they did with Ashley.
We're gonna talking about, and if it continues, you're gonna need a blood transfusion. You know what low iron does to you when you're pregnant? It makes you tired.
And you cold as hell.
It makes you tired, and I think it makes you more susceptible to bleeding out during childbirth. And then you might need a blood transfusion or it's something to that nature. But just having
together during the pregnancy.
Just having low iron does not put your life at risk while you pregnant.
Like, bitch,
Because
let's
at
take some
one
iron
point,
pills. Get a couple stay.
at one point, I was like taking like gummy prenatals, and gummy prenatals don't have iron in them. And so my doctor was like, "Your iron looks, it could be a little higher. Switch to regular prenatals." And then my iron shot up, and then we called it a day. And the doctor was like, "Eat some spinach and shit." Like, eat stuff high in iron. And that was the end of the conversation. So seeing her like having a meltdown about having low iron, and she has a baby already, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was a lot. Like they had to like she was like, I dead ass almost said some hangover shit when I was watching the episode. I was like, but did you die? Like
All right.
they was doing a lot for her. They was doing a lot.
Is this Jocelyn?
That is correct.
Yeah. With Bonnie
Her
Bella.
feet ugly. Let's move on. No reason for her to talk as much shit as she doing. Her feet are looking like that in that picture. And that baby still want it, huh? The court still ain't got a hold of Jocelyn and Stevie.
Nope.
When the courts catch up with them, they gonna go to jail and lose that damn baby.
Mm-hmm.
Baby going straight in the system. Goddamn idiots. Yeah, so please, I'm so sick of Ashley. I'm so sick of Ashley.
So can we talk about her? Can we talk about her fellow sister and Birdism, Nikki?
She really, like, before I go, Ashley makes marriage look miserable. Like, if people watch this and look at the way she treats marriage and Don, like, she will make you not want to get married. Because she literally thinks that she should not have to put forth any effort into their marriage and their home life. It's really weird. Like, and she sprung that baby on him. Like, I'm pregnant, ha. Like, ew. Like,
that shit was
it was mad aggressive. Like,
it was creepy as fuck. It was like the Joker telling you we're pregnant. I was like, oh,
haha, we're pregnant. What?
Like Heath Ledger, the Heath Ledger Joker too.
Right. And that shit be like you sitting there, your ass be crying like Sarah Paulson from American Horror Story.
Yeah, it was really, really weird. Nikki is the weirdo.
Yeah. She is. She is a lot.
She's just weird.
No, let's call her what she is. She is an abuser. Like, Nikki has really abusive behavior, and on several occasions with 4. Like, it is really unacceptable, because if 4 was doing the things to Nikki that Nikki does to 4, we would drag him for complete filth.
Yep, I agree.
Like, she literally busted his studio session. He explained to her what was what and everything else, and she continued the behavior, and then got worse. Like, well, that shit sound trash, and yada yada yada, and then start disrespecting the producer and the engineer, and like she got, and then like hitting him, and like it just got really, really trash really quickly. And then was mad because he couldn't have a key to his apartment.
Right. Wasn't the song about her?
Yeah,
yes.
That's what he said. He had that whole surprise planned out. That song was going to be for her on his new album. Allegedly.
But Forrest kind of an idiot, because I would really find it weird if the person I'm dating tries to be in every aspect of my life. Like, they work in the same building. She wants to be in his apartment. She wants keys to his apartment. She pops up at his studio sessions unannounced. She pops up when he's on trips unannounced. She like has people looking through their husband's email and shit to figure out locations. Like she's kind of like Fatal Attraction to me.
Yep.
So yeah,
I don't disagree. I haven't been a fan of hers the whole season, so Because she been
Like,
doing that
she's
the whole season.
yeah, she has. Like, she's a well, even last season, right, when she beat Cat up. She beat Cat up last season at the rooftop thing or wherever where Ford was performing at. So yeah, I'm not a fan of her. Like, her temper is really gross to me. And like,
Yeah.
she just hasn't run into somebody with hands yet.
Yeah, because when she snatched old girl wig in the parking lot, even though it's a wig that needed to be snatched, that don't count.
Give me that big.
Yeah, that wig's dead more.
I'm equally as tired of Charmaine. Like, her antics, that shit is old. It's whack. It's tired. Like,
so Charmaine pretending that she didn't know that she had a fupa, even though she's had a fupa for every season that she's been on the show, that really confused me. Because I was just like, hey girl, hey, you've been the same size since you got on the show.
Correct. Okay, we also address that her boyfriend is a Twitter nigga.
Her boyfriend is probably a bottom. I don't believe that man is straight. So and if we were to compare him to a Twitter nigga, he's not even a Twitter nigga, because Twitter niggas like women at work so that they could use them and leech off of them. So he's not even that. He is he's a completely different animal. He's a weirdo, honestly.
I would call him a Steve Harvey book truther. Is that fair?
I would have to have read a Steve Harvey book to tell you, so I really don't.
Well, yeah, good point.
I didn't even know he had.
You ain't missing nothing. I read one.
He has
was
Steve Harvey is the Think Like a Man one?
Yeah, that's the only one I know.
Why Did I Get Married one?
What?
It was the Think Like a Man one, because that was the only one my mom bought, so I read it.
Okay.
Wait, he got multiple books. Hold on, let me investigate this. Hold on.
Steve Harvey married a whole scammer. I don't need no books from him.
Steve Harvey is a scammer.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's true. That is absolutely true. So can we talk about reading everybody for filth?
No, that was Don.
Oh, Don, sorry.
I was about to say, when did Ford do that?
So,
dog, Tay was right. He does have multiple books. Oh my God! Wait. Who the fuck is buying these books?
Old black women,
lonely black women. There's your answer.
Everybody going to see them.
And probably some Latina women too.
Hold on, I gotta put myself on mute because this is fucking hilarious. Y'all go. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Bye, Curtis.
That ain't me. That's Jeremy.
That's Jeremy. Nigga really put himself on mute.
So I have a question. Because Ryan kept referring to the heart attack that he had, and I was trying to figure out, was there any confirmation that he had an actual heart attack? And if he had just had a heart attack, why is it when they was in the backyard about to sit down and grub, they got fried chicken and ribs? So I'm trying to figure out,
because a heart attack ain't never stopped black people from eating fried chicken and ribs.
That's
even
true.
if it means death and destruction.
I mean, I'm sorry.
But you would think that the way that they were acting, like, you got to be here for your kids, and
So yeah, that's like, part of me wants to believe it was a heart attack, because I feel like that's why they stopped filming. Because if you pay attention to how certain parts of the show edited together, like, you could tell that the shit is happening like months and months and months apart.
Yeah.
Like, and then we got this weird break for no reason. And it seems like we got it because they wasn't filming. So they took a break so that they could keep their schedule, I'm guessing. Like, because, normally they film, and then while they filming, one black ink is showing, And then when that one is finished, then they go back to filming the next one. So like some weird, like it had to be something, but I don't know if it was a heart attack. And he keep calling it one, but like to be just barely 30 having heart attacks and you look well, you know what? I take that back because I've lost a cousin in their 20s to a massive heart attack. And you would never think that he would be the type of person to have a massive heart attack. So, but I do agree, like, what lifestyle changes was being made? Because your family did just have, like, the Big Mama soul food.
We got to be that fast.
Give me some butter. I just burnt my diabetic arm meal going on. Like, it was just a lot of bad food. So, I don't know.
And that conversation was mad awkward. What are we supposed to tell your kids when they ask why y'all not married? I was like, oh, this is weird. I don't like it.
First of all, they kids are older. I didn't know. Wait, pause. Am I the only one who didn't know him and Rachel had multiple kids together? I thought it was just one kid.
I thought they had 3.
Really? I only ever seen him with one of the kids.
I thought they had like 2 or 3.
Oh, wow. I only thought they had one. And he was talking about like 15 years they had been together and messed around. So that means these kids is like older too. Like at this point, your kids know that they mom and daddy not married. And I'm very sure they not really asking that question. Like his mama was just being like dramatic.
Yeah, that's what I said. It was weird. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it was very invasive.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of invasive, so
his mom looked like Chris Brown when he be having blonde hair.
Candace, please. Please. I'm not saying you lying, but please. But speaking of invasive, God damn it. So we're gonna address how, like I said, King Don read Everybody for Filth, and how I find it incredibly hilarious and sad that nobody other than Don dumbass, who, by the way, Don has I have grown to like Don this season. Nobody other than Don figured out that, hey, Lily talking real brazen about Cobra, and all of us have known Cobra longer than she has, and this is very odd coming from somebody that just got here that got all the shit to say about Cobra.
Right.
Well, no, okay, let's be honest. Cobra is very messy. Everybody in that shop is messy. So being mad that she is messy is again, like you have to get side-eyed to put the Jordan face on the Spider-Man meme, because it's kind of like, oh, she messy, she talks shit about us. The whole shop built on talking shit. Literally, Ryan is y'all boss, and y'all spilled the beans about him cheating on Rachel. Like,
that's correct.
What? The fact of the matter is, Lily looks like she smells like a baby diaper. That's the first thing. Like, she just looks really sweaty and disgusting all the time. Like, she's never looked clean on any episode.
She looks like she smells like stale tortilla chips.
That's racist.
It is? My bad.
That's racist, and it's spelled RACES. Like, Lily is. I've never seen. I'm glad Lily is not black. Let me just say that. It is. I'm very glad she's not black. Like, this is not a strike against black women. Like, she literally cheated on Junior. Then, after she realized that Junior hadn't done anything wrong, continued the relationship as is, while posting on Instagram the dude that she cheated with and saying, "I love you, Poppy," and then inviting the dude over to an apartment that she shares with Cobra, who is Junior's friend. Like, you are the epitome of stupid. And then when Junior finds out, she get mad.
And she blamed Cobra.
I was gonna say it didn't even seem like she was that mad about the breakup. It seems like she was mad because she felt like it was Cobra's fault. Because you ain't seen her say shit about Junior or about that relationship. She been focused on Cobra.
Yeah, right. She like, I'm gonna ruin you. Like, bitch, Cobra is a good tattoo artist. If she not at 9 Mag, she go somewhere else. Like, it's not the end of the world. And she got a roof over her head. Can you say the thing?
Hello.
Right. I know, right?
Like, no, the fuck you cannot. We know this to be fact.
Right. Not only are you a terrible tattoo artist, you can't hold your liquor. You're a professional homosexual. Like, where can you go other than, like, if it weren't for Cobra, your own family kicked you out. So it's like, what?
While we here, can we talk about how I'm sick of this stripper that Cobra is pussy whipped by? Like, she looks really skanky all the time.
Yeah, she does too much.
I know she smell like Spam. She do look like she smell like Vienna sausages. I'm the only one. Okay, cool. She look like she stink.
You didn't lie. I just wasn't gonna say it, but
she looks like she smells like, you know how like Subway restaurants smell?
Like mop water. Smell like Applebee's to go.
2 for $20.
$5 long. Yeah.
Like she looked like she smelled like stale McDonald's nuggets.
I'm not even sure what that would smell like.
So
yeah, I don't know Janae.
Yeah, but I she does a lot. Like
she does too much.
She does. Like from the time that we met her and like how
it's
yeah, she and like I said, Cobra's so pussy well. Cobra just happy that she getting in some pussy.
The preview for next week, she gonna be trying to give lap dances to the whole shop.
Who?
And denying that her and Cobra is a thing.
Who? Oh,
what's her name? Velvet.
I
know I think her name is Velvet. Let me look at my notes. Let me inspect.
Velvet. Okay, all right. We can go with that. But
crushed Velvet.
That bitch named Polyester.
Candace, you beat me to it. I was sure thinking that.
Rayon.
Right.
All right.
That's
what? Fuck. Yeah. I'm trash. I say one thing. All right. Man, fuck y'all.
That's exactly what Candace's mama told us when we talked about her white daughter.
I was channeling my. That was exactly what I was channeling. Fuck y'all.
My mother is a mood. She a life mood, and she been like that all my life. That's why y'all be like, why you act like that? Like, because I picked that up from my mother. Like that's her life motto on anything like that you got to say that she don't care about. Man, fuck y'all. Like, fuck y'all, fuck that, fuck this, fuck them, they, like, fuck everything. Like, if she not with it, she don't give a fuck about it. She don't care about nothing.
Hey, that how Dawn how Dawn was in the shop when he said when he got mad, he was like, "Fuck this table."
Yeah, fuck everything. Like my mother really is like she is the most unbothered person I ever seen. like she been unbothered my whole life. Can you imagine being put on like getting in trouble by somebody who unbothered? Yeah, that's how. Yeah, I hear you. Fuck that. You still can't do shit. Don't leave out my house. Like, oh, no yelling. Just no. Fuck that and fuck what you did. You on punishment. All right.
Don't you run up my goddamn bills.
Yeah, cut them goddamn lights on. Fuck that. Like it just always that's always been the mood. And Don, so first of all, like Cobra is like the typical fat chick who never been comfortable being fat and she never had no friends. Like she not like cute and fat. She kind of like, damn, this bitch should be on the 20-yard line, like big. Like she like built like Ray Lewis, kind of big. You know what I'm saying? Like she should be like an offensive lineman. And so like she never really had friends. Nobody ever really wanted to mess with her. So she kind of like when Don said it, it did make sense. She act like somebody who don't know how to have friends.
Yeah.
Like, so I fully believe that Cobra has always struggled with depression.
Yeah.
Like I fully believe that.
Yeah, I don't think that's and I think that's why Don got so mad and why he got mad at everybody. And then he shared that personal info. Like he saw a lot of Cobra in his sister that he lost to depression and stuff.
I mean, she's still with us, but she like has spent her whole life in and out of mental.
Oh, she's still with us?
No, she's not dead. She's
yes,
she's been committed so much. Like she's had so many mental breakdowns and episodes that she's like been involuntarily committed and has not been able to get herself together to come home and be functional. So she's still alive. So he's currently dealing with this, which is probably why he took it as hard as he's taking it, because he has to see his sister in that state. And I'm pretty sure it's stressful, but yeah, they was really acting like some high school kids. Like, oh my god, Cobra talking about it.
Yeah, because like my thing is like the Cobra, and I think I live tweeted last week, like it was like Cobra is messy, true, but y'all acting like, I mean, for God's sakes, Danielle and Charmaine alone, like we don't even have to get into everybody else in the shop. I mean, everybody messy.
Everybody else in the shop is not. Honestly, Danielle and Charmaine keep the mess going in the shop. Like, if we completely honest, the men don't keep in Van. Van is pretty messy.
Yeah, I was about to say Van,
Van. But like the rest of the people in the shop, they hardly ever jumpstart the mess that takes place in the shop. It is always Charmaine and Danielle. Literally. Right. So it was just kind of like, y'all mad that she is as messy as y'all? That's crazy. Like, y'all pretty much saying it's only room for two messy bitches with bad weaves in the shop. Wow.
Right.
Wow. Right. So if she put on a cheap wig, can she then be messy with y'all?
Speaking of messy bitches, I did not appreciate that part in the last episode when Danielle called herself styling. What's her name?
Okay, that part was completely disgusting.
That shit was gross.
It really was.
Why are you touching your cousin's pussy?
Why is your cousin putting on clothes with no drawers on that aren't hers?
That too. And why could that was too much. I was like, no.
Dude, if you're her stylist, why aren't you getting her clothes in her size?
Right. Like, also, like, I will say this, and it's minor, but I find it hilarious. Like, low key, Danielle be fed up with Charmaine shit, but she keep letting Charmaine. She keep being, that's her cousin. Like, she keep entertaining Charmaine shit, but while also being fed up with Charmaine shit. It is just hilarious to me. Because she be shading the fuck out of her in each of her confessionals. And like that scene that we talking about, she was like, bitch, what? Huh? What? Are you okay? No, you're not okay. What's wrong with you? That's bad. Your own cousin on the show with you, every damn scene be looking at you like, bitch, what?
She need to open up her motherfucking mouth so her cousin can stop looking so goddamn stupid on TV. Like all of that goofy ass shit and skipping around and not wearing drawers and constantly pulling your dress up and shit. Like, girl, this is not fucking
look
first
nasty.
grade. Like, what is
She look
wrong with you?
nasty.
What you say, Candace?
I said Charmaine look nasty.
She does.
She just
like-
she carries herself really nasty. Like even a whole I peed on the couch. Like sis, you so drunk that you peeing on the couch and allowing other people to sit there knowing that you did it, not trying to have the couch cleaned or anything like that, and find
And
humor.
you ain't you supposed to be the office manager?
Right. She the most non-managing motherfucker I ever seen in my damn life. Don't
But it's just
nobody.
like she conducts herself like a first grader.
She really does.
All right.
She does have the intellect of a first grader. Like she's really stupid.
Mm-hmm. Somehow
Yeah,
she got her job back, and it was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I think Tay's back with us and she can hear us.
Yes.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Here to spread all types of joy and joyness and peace and love.
All right.
Okay, first of all, let's not come from our sainthood. All right.
Huh?
We're not doing this again
Huh?
with you.
That's what we calling it? Okay, cool. All right.
Must do sainthood.
Like I came on here
I'm acting
straight
like-
from
I'm
Bible
like,
study.
hey,
I ain't finna do this with y'all.
I'm like A1 must be two sainthoods.
Right.
Unbelievable. I don't have to take these attacks.
Oh, that's what we calling the truth? Okay. Cool.
Really. Attacks.
All right.
All right. These slanderous claims y'all making
are you-
about how horrible I am.
Are you literally
I've been chill throughout the whole show.
shaking right now?
Mm-mm.
Very much
Please.
so. I'm about to ask for the manager in a minute.
Okay.
And I'm about to be a real nigga. We are the manager.
I would never do this establishment
Oh, you want
ever
to talk
again.
to the manager? It me. It
Hello.
me. Hello. It's us.
I remember I was a shift supervisor at fucking CVS and somebody said that shit to me and I could not wait to pull that card because the boss wasn't there,
I am the boss.
nor was the assistant manager. I was the only one in the store. And I was like, bitch, I'm the boss. Fuck.
Yeah, black. I don't know. I'm ready to get to the cheating part.
Yep.
Yeah.
With Kat having. Oh my God, we did not talk about Kat's meltdown and her boyfriend being like, "Okay, but did you die though?"
Nigga. Yeah.
Literally.
Nigga. Nigga. Like
That sounds so rude.
First of all, how much of a nigga do you have to be to have a meltdown because they didn't have no hot wings and Hennessy at the day party?
that was some peak.
Like
black.
that was the beginning of Kat having a meltdown. They ain't got no chicken.
I
They
gotta
ain't got no
understand that.
Hennessy. I can't make no friends. They raising the rent on my building. I just feel like her boyfriend was like, okay, people go through this kind of shit every day. And he
Okay,
was
but her
hurt
chicken levels was low, Candace. You gotta understand.
like she really was acting like she was having like worldly problems. Like,
Because wasn't no
he was
chicken.
like, really? First of all, let's explain that Kat has not been in LA likely even 6 months yet since Black Ink Chicago last tape earlier this year. It's not even been like 6 months if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think
So-
she said that on the show.
So acting like you gonna move to a completely brand new place where you don't know anybody, don't have any family, it's going to take time to assimilate into that environment.
Yeah. I will say that that part is absolutely correct. The part that was hilarious to me was her having a breakdown over like all that what Candace you just said is absolutely correct. But I just can't get past the fact that it started, the base of it was she was getting upset over no Hennessy and wings. That shit was fucking hilarious to me.
I would be upset too. Hell.
That's
Like, bitch, I came here and ate no wings.
right. Y'all, that's some nigga
I
shit
be ready
right
to
there.
smash a window.
Ain't no chick. Y'all bitches ain't got no chicken. What? That's some nigga shit right there. It is some nigga shit. I did that made me laugh. It was hilarious. Her boyfriend though, that look, I didn't. I didn't want to laugh, but I did, and I kind of felt bad, but then I kind of didn't, but then I did, and I kind of didn't, because and the way he said it, he was like, right, he was like, nigga, and like, I was like, God damn, shit, Jesus.
Yeah, he was definitely an asshole about it. I mean, I get it that what he was saying was true, but
look, the way he said it, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where it's like you didn't lie, but how you say things matter.
Yeah, the delivery was trash.
Yeah, the delivery was absolute trash. Cause like he did, like I fuck with his point. Like it is like people go through this shit, and the grand scheme of things, they're all bigger fish to fry. But yeah, his delivery, like how you say words mean things. How you say things mean things.
Yeah, tone, inflection, all of that shit matters.
It definitely matters.
I only have one more thought for Black Ink Crew, them 2 episodes, and that was after that shit went down in the shop and Cobra left and met up with her name is Velvet. I have it in my notes.
Okay.
And they were at the bar and Cobra was trying to talk to her and she was like, no, you just need to drink. You just need to drink. And was like encouraging her to just drink it away.
Yeah.
That shit was disgusting.
Yeah. I peeped that too, and I agree. Like, cause clearly Cobra, and by the preview, Kendall was talking about like next episode she gonna dance on everybody in the shop. I kind of feel like she's using Cobra to some extent. I just can't pinpoint like what extent. Like, is she using her for her job security or her place or whatever? I can't pinpoint what exactly she is getting from Cobra, but it does seem like she's just using her. Because nobody that genuinely cares about you is seeing you going through something, like obviously something's wrong, and then it's just going to encourage you to just like drink. And then like she pulled out her titty and shit. Like,
she was doing the most.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. So,
yeah.
All right.
That was really it. I'm with Candace. I'm ready to get to the cheating. Stop dangling the motherfucking carrot. It's time to eat, bitch.
Right. Give us the
theater.
Correct.
Give it to us.
I'm ready for Cat and the Big Gums to come back stirring up shit because she couldn't make it in LA.
Cat Gums look like the whole left side of a Prius. However, I am ready for the mess.
She gonna come to Rachel woman to woman and nigga.
And Rachel in the
let's be fair, it's more like woman to beaver or beaver to woman. Let's be fair.
Naked mode rap woman.
Rufus from Kim
Possible. In the previews, it looked like Rachel don't care either. Like, so it seems that Ryan possibly laid his shit on the table at home already, because Rachel looks completely unbothered in every scene. Like, do you want him or not? The other part is, aside from what happened at the cabin, I'm really tired of Kat acting like she and Ryan were together. They were not together. And what ran Kat to LA was Ryan got back with Rachel and her feelings was hurt. And so Kat went to LA. Like, and she got to stop acting like that's not what happened. Because even Danielle was like, that's why Kat went to LA, because her feelings was hurt about the way things went with her and Ryan.
Yep. So,
I know Kat breath stink. Her teeth big.
Yeah. Just her. Yeah.
Her teeth big and her lip is not.
Her breast
be big enough to cover it all the time.
I bet her breath smell like some Tropicana that's been left out in the sun.
Breath smell like organ meats.
All right.
Okay, I think that's another podcaster for tonight.
Yeah.
No, her breath smell like kidney. Like, I don't even know why.
Okay. All right. We've been at this long enough. Tay, Curtis,
Yes.
thank y'all so much for joining us on this long but hilarious episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very long.
Yeah.
But it was a lot to get through.
I'm happy I could bless you with my peaceful presence on that show.
Girl, get the
Okay,
fuck out of here with the bullshit.
Why do y'all always do this to me? Like,
Can we just mute her goddamn mic? I'm sick of the shits.
nope. Only I can do that.
Nigga like want to go out on a lie. Like most people
Right.
the bang. She want to go out with some bullshit.
Right. Just
Okay.
like a nigga.
Bullshit.
First of all, again, these attacks
give
that y'all
Nami
doing.
Give Nami a kiss
So
first,
sad.
after you wash them lies off your breath.
Right. Right. Do you kiss your baby with those lies? Ew.
Fake news. Fake news. The lot of fake news.
But this is like we said, this is
newscasters.
hilarious. Hilarious. This is Curtis's first monthly recurrence. We're gonna have this nigga back each month. Like we said before, like Candace said before, he enhances the podcasting experience, and we love him, and he will be a great addition to the Ratchet.
I just bogarted my way into that shit, y'all. Don't know about it.
All right, this nigga
you
Curtis
really
is
did.
Debo. Like, I'm coming down.
I was like, I'm coming back.
Job
So
and was
welcome.
like, bitch, hire me. I need a job. Like,
No, that's like walking in and being like, I started yesterday. So
Yes, my
When I
name
get my
tag
check.
where's my security clearance? Where's my cubicle? Why my stuff not ready?
I started yesterday. My name tag says it. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to the store now.
Right. Yes. My hours. Yes. Just make sure my check clear on the 1st and the 15th. Thank you.
So next week we'll be back with because we're recording this before the new Black Ink, so this episode will be before that. But after that, we'll be discussing what happened with polyester at the strip club, and we'll discuss
Polyester.
the
At
new
the street
Strip club.
yeah, polyester at the strip club. She like, we gonna call her Windbreaker.
All right. All right, man. How are you
No, my
doing
default
every
is
week with her?
always.
First of all, also that reminds me, I have a school picture from like 5th grade where I had on the silk windbreaker. That shit was fucking terrible. That's the ugliest outfit I ever took school pictures in. My grandma gave
that.
and she thought that shit was fly. It is very fucking ugly. My grandma don't listen to podcasts, so I know for sure she's never gonna find out how ugly I thought that outfit was, and my mom made me wear it. And you know how my mom, she was like, "Fuck that, you wearing that."
In true fashion.
In true white diamond fashion.
Fashion. Yes. Yes.
Consistency is what consistency.
Consistency all my life. But so we'll be discussing that. We'll be discussing the first episode of Love and Hip Hop New York. So if the drama is light, I'm gonna try to get Jeremy into Marriage Boot Camp with Peter Guns and Amina.
Yes.
Because that is shaping up to be theater. Because Peter went outside and called Tara while he was at Marriage Boot Camp with Amina.
Ooh, yeah. Oh.
And told her he missed her and the kids.
Oh, bitch, yes.
So
y'all fucking ridiculous.
that's what we'll be bringing.
That's so juicy. Jeremy got real zesty.
Yeah. Listen,
Jeremy
Real
got
moist.
shit.
Look,
Jeremy got lemon zest.
He let out the
Look, I am never not here for Miss. So that's why we started this podcast.
We know.
So with that said, you guys have a great week, great rest of the weekend. I'm gonna let my guests outro themselves and give you their ads.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
All right, nigga.
Please.
Medea.
Really?
When's the last time you step foot in somebody's church. You one of them niggas talking. You one of them niggas. No matter where you worship, as long as you worship, you could worship from your couch. Like, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Nigga, shut up.
TD Jakes has never failed me, so I mean,
Nigga, tithing in your own pocket. You just put $5. You took $5
yep.
from your
And I
pocket.
take it back. Take it back as soon as service is over.
Like, good, like damn night.
You know my heart.
Tired of you. Your first damn podcasting debut when you up here lying like a motherfucker. Like we all don't fuck with you or know you in real life. If you don't get the fuck.
Okay, but America don't need to know all that. Like, goddamn.
That's enough.
Let's cut to my baby Curtis because
yeah.
Wow, friend.
Curtis
Wow.
About his anger.
Who need enemies?
With friends like correct.
That is absolutely correct. You fed up with the lies. Okay.
That's some old bullshit. I've been chilling.
You right. You are on some bullshit. You are absolutely right.
Exactly.
Been on some bullshit.
Nigga, the same person that was with me in the Outkast concert and cried together up here lying.
First of all, Pimp C came out and did Let Me See It. So how was I supposed to react?
First
Let's be clear.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
First of all,
we share chicken together.
Hey, I've been to the club with you. I've been drunk with you. Me and Curtis have been drunk with you. We've had Polish boys with you. We know what type of nigga you really are. So
emphasis on nigga.
Yes. Like stink meaner. Hey nigga. We know.
Correct.
I'm about to change my name to that on Twitter now.
Stink meaner.
Nigga meaner.
Nigga meaner.
Exactly. But hey, Curtis has a podcast called The Gay Side Stories. And
lovely.
He brings on a lot of great guests. We've been guests.
Yeah,
I'm about to be a guest.
Yeah, we've been guests. And he has a page on IG. You have a Gay Side Story page on Twitter too as well.
Yeah. Yep. Gay Side Stories everywhere. GaySideStories.com. It's an LGBT show. It's not just gay. It's not a show particularly for explicit gay sex. I'm not promising that won't be discussed at some point or multiple points, but it's not that kind of show. So come check me out. And check me out here.
I ain't got shit.
Once a month, I shall return like the rent due. I will be back every month.
Yep.
That's correct.
Every month, like that cable bill you got to pay so that you can watch along with us. Every month I'm back.
Yes, because stop asking niggas for their login information. No, you cannot. No, you cannot have my HBO Go information. I don't know you like that.
Right.
Yeah, not strangers.
Now,
within your friends, if you have a network, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead, Candy. What was you saying?
To share that with, and that's just the people on this podcast. Like literally, I don't even mean all my friends. Not even all my friends can have my account information. Cause y'all niggas don't have nothing to trade in exchange for nothing. Like, exactly. Okay, if I give you my Netflix, what you got? Nothing. Fuck out of here. Bye.
Hey, look. Hey, Candace. Look.
Hulu. Hey, got no PlayStation.
Hey, Candace, hold on, Candace. Oh, ask that question again. I'm gonna say what niggas gonna say. Ask that question one more time.
Like, what do you have in exchange for my Netflix password?
Retweets. That's all they got.
Hey, listen, I'm not got 50K followers. Retweets no more. Like, yeah. Retweet.
Much.
Like, that's it. But yeah, so yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Intense Desire. You can follow the page Ratchet Ramblin'. You can find Tay at Tay Nick. And you can find Curtis at The Gay Side Stories, or you can find him on Trilificent. Even though I found myself typing Coon Loaf today, and I was gonna tell you it's time to go back to Coon Loaf, because I literally was at and I was typing Coon Loaf, and I was like, why is it not popping up? And I was like, shit, let me tell he to change his name.
That's a sign, Curtis.
God. He can change his name every 6 months.
I sure do. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I do what I want. Shit. The feds be watching.
Do
I
it
got
when
the,
you
I got the
pop
zigzag.
And you can find Jeremy at Blake Dante.
That's correct. And we have been the Ratchet Ramblings podcast.
talking.
We have been joined.
About the lie because you sound like a cyborg. That's why it's time for you to get
Exactly. Every time you lie, you break up. Every time.
Yep.
But we have been the Ratchet Ramblings podcast. We have been joined by our great friends Curtis and Tay, and we are out. And Curtis, give the benediction.
Remember, y'all, protect your walls or they will crumble. Also, your edges, your wigs, hands and feet. Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Mr. Ray, you should have stayed ready. And that's why you got that pumpkin-headed knock. Bye, y'all.
And we are out.
Hope that you find for them heels.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Amen.